This killer be killed, eat to be ate, snake to be snake. I walk out alone, but I'm clutching my drink, cause I know they ain't right and I know that they fake. And I'm trying to do tour, but I know that these niggas be snitching and pointing me out to the jakes. When I gun at a nigga, I don't aim for his waist, I'ma make sure he hit this, they know bitch fake. Now they take that they mad cause they don't got no case in this first 48 and they ain't got no leads. While me and Lil Bro, we back smoking on trees. When you break down the wood, that bitch down with lean. When I'm smoking your partner, I turn to a fiend, I ain't throwing the doobie, I'm facing the weed. When I'm smoking your partner, I turn to a fiend, I ain't throwing the doobie, I'm facing the blunt. No cap, let humble some rats. When it's time to go kill, while black on the hunt. We do shit out movies, but this ain't a stunt. Wrong move, turn this bitch to a scene. I high off the shrooms and I mix it with beans. Wide awake, seeing shit from my dreams. Moving slow cause I'm full of the lean. Catch the boy lacking, turn here to some green. I'ma tell you the truth, I'm high as a bitch. I'm a lot to the judge cause I'm never asleep. I'm rapping and trapping till I'm old and rich. I'ma buy me some land and duck off with my bitch. Tryna sort out my price and get found in the ditch. With a face full of maggots and half full of mud. I don't care what you reppin', don't call me your blood. Put in work for the set, they gon' die by the cuz. Tryna get up your name, you gon' die by some bugs. I was just in the trenches, I know where I was. All it take is one Drake, man, them bitches went walk. I was down on my dick, I just still in our car. I'll pop a few bosses and send me to Mars. When I woke up in jail, I had to take a little pause. You a change on your gang, I'll die for the cause. No cap, I'ma die for the cause.
They get back a motherfucker.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Madam, it ain't morning. I know, baby. I know, but I just woke up. Okay? I just woke up. They did. I see you in here the earliest. Came and gave us some links. Hi, Shawanda. Hi, Jamal. Hi, Pam. Hey, y'all. They did. Thank you for the links. Y'all, bear with me. Bear with me. Who else speaking? I just saw somebody else. Hey, love angel, baby. I just woke up, y'all. I couldn't sleep too well last night. Let me update y'all. Okay, so while I'm downloading these images that I put in last night, and while we wait on our other panelists, our CERN panelists, to come through, I guess I'll update y'all on court yesterday. So yesterday, there was a special closed session. What my mic sound like, first and foremost. Hey, Miss T, baby. Okay. Don't type in the chat then. Drive, baby, drive. Is everything all right with my audio? Everything all right with my audio? Let me just put this up, matter of fact. Because I don't think I need those images right now. So I'll do that later. Let me just be here now. Okay. So yeah, we had court yesterday, a special session, because trial is September the 23rd. It starts September the 23rd. It'll be that entire week. However, the coroner would be out of the country. So all three parties, the judge, the prosecution, and the defense, agreed that they would do a video testimony for the jury on yesterday, right? Closed session. So we went. It was supposed to start for 1:30. Okay. If y'all came to that little quick live yesterday in the courtroom, y'all saw that I said we were waiting. Nothing was going on. In fact, me and the district attorney's investigator, we was talking about Toon Blast and shit. Like, we both had our phones. Everybody had their phones out because nothing was going on. The coroner wasn't there yet. The defendant wasn't there. Literally, there was nothing going on. Okay. So about two something, like after I got off the live with y'all, um, the judge was like, "Hey, I'm going to get some chips and stuff and use the bathroom. We can take a break." Cool, bet. So we went and smoked a cigarette, and I couldn't even finish my whole cigarette. It was like, "Come on," because I don't want them to start without us. So I'm like, they wouldn't wait. Like, nah, they ain't gonna wait. Well, damn, all right, bet. So let's go. So we get back in there, and the coroner is there now. Okay. Hey, Shano. But now the judge is looking for the defendant. Okay. Now the defendant daddy and his uncle was there. His lawyer had just popped up too. Okay. Lawyer popped up in a t-shirt with holes in it, some fucking fly fishing boots, okay, and some blue jeans. Okay. Looking all disheveled. The man looked like he had just hit that good dope. Okay, let's just be honest about it. Anywho, they looking for the defendant. So the dad and the uncle supposed to go get the defendant because he didn't come. All right. Now we all know that once we start, because we know court in Rapides Parish, when it start, turn your ringer off. You can't have your ringer on your phone. That's fine. We already knew that. We had already did that. But I'd be damned if the assistant prosecutor, the assistant DA didn't called me into the hall, and she gave me a really big hug, and she was very empathetic, but she wanted to let me know that the police officer, because I had cut up last court date. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Last week, last Tuesday, I I I had cut up. I I had cut up. So they had like a lot of police in the closed court session. There was one sitting directly behind us. And oh, thank you. Shout out for the cash out, baby. Shout out for the cash out. Thank you so much. Um, he had to went and reported that I was on live with y'all earlier, right? He went and reported it as if I was trying to record the court session on live. And so the assistant DA was like, we don't want to give them no room for a mistrial. You can't record the court sessions. I was like, look, I put my phone on my purse. I'm like, look, like that's not how that went. But whatever. So me being petty, when I went back in there, it was a row of us, same police sitting behind us. I was like, y'all get y'all phones out and lift them up so the man behind us can see y'all. Power y'all phones off. This court hearing, we can't just have them put up with the ringer off. I want y'all to let him see y'all power the phone off. At the same damn time, they say, okay, now we ready. I'm like, well, damn, what a nigga was at? Round the corner? Because they came back fast with this nigga. No, his daddy got him on FaceTime because the nigga in Shreveport. So what they finna do, reschedule? Because I could have swore that I had asked, and the district attorney's office had asked on my behalf to Miss Judge Lady, can I do court via Zoom? She said, no, we don't do that here. So the district attorney's victim advocate said, well, is it okay if I FaceTime her from court? The judge said, no phones allowed in court. But the defendant on yesterday was able to FaceTime. His daddy FaceTimed him from court. And the judge took the daddy phone and let him be present via FaceTime. Baby, one of the peach ladies that worked for the district attorney, when she seen that they was actually going to accept that woman said, this some bullshit, and walked out the courthouse, y'all. And she never came back in that courtroom. It was a closed session, so it was basically just personnel. And, the people that was there with me, his dad and his uncle, and a whole lot of police. Like, they didn't put a sign on the goddamn court door because of me last week and everything. But that's a whole nother story. So, anywho, they swear in the coroner, okay? And because the coroner is a certified witness, what you call it? Not a witness, certified specialist. He's certified to be on the stand or whatever, and testify to pathology and all of this good shit. He had to be certified in the state of Louisiana. So the judge certified him. They went through his credentials. Boom, he's certified. So it was just the standard questions. It ain't much that a coroner could fucking testify to, right? It ain't much that he could testify to other than whatever happened. Now, the district attorney and the coroner has all due respect. You're I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't got a text message. But they addressing my son by his first name or his last name. Nevertheless, that's respectful. Okay? They're respectful. I be motherfuck if okay. I be motherfuck if as soon as the defense attorney, this nigga must have got his law degree from the GED law school. Okay, like I know damn well that man uncle and his daddy was sitting there like, we need a new lawyer. I know he was sitting there like, we need a new lawyer. Okay, this nigga asks, first of all, he must be from YouTube too, because the nigga had tried to drive me. It's the first time he asked the question. The nigga referred to my son as a cadaver. A fucking cadaver. A cadaver. He almost had got me. He almost had got me, but see, I had them did a prayer circle and called my motherfucking prayer warriors on the cell phone while we was waiting anyway, because the nigga had almost had got me. Now, he did get my son's friend, who has been his friend since they were 4 years old, 3 or 4 years old. And he did get my baby girl. They both left out the courtroom at that time. But I wasn't going nowhere. Fuck you. And when he asked the coroner about the cadaver, the coroner responded respectfully by addressing my son by name. But this nigga was asking stupid ass questions like, do the office the coroner work for, do they harvest organs? Did my son tattoos contribute to him dying? Like just stupid shit. Real dumb shit. Nevertheless, y'all, that was it. That was all. Great testimony from the coroner. Okay. It will be accepted into evidence for the jury. Okay. And trial starts on the 23rd. That's it. I ain't gonna lie, right? A bitch with the hyperventilating. I ain't did that in so long. But when I pulled up to that goddamn courthouse yesterday, y'all, I had a little panic attack. When I got up there to the 4th floor, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, baby. I had to call my prayer warriors because I was hyperventilating like a motherfucker. And it was just the unknown. Not knowing how descriptive the coroner was gonna be, not knowing if they were gonna show photos, not knowing, you know what I'm saying? It was just not knowing. And if you know anxiety, you know that most anxiety attacks are brought on by about the unknown, right? You worrying about shit that ain't even happened. You know what I'm saying? But baby, once I had done contacted my prayer warriors, I was good. And I refused to walk out of a courtroom, baby. Y'all gonna see me. My son ain't here to do it, so I'ma stand here and I'ma stand for him. So I wasn't going nowhere. So his for instance, they were 3 or 4, and his girlfriend, who was like my son's sister, they all went to high school together. They came over, and that's how him. That was young Gabe, okay, and that's how him and Johnny fucking hijacked my live last night. I was gonna update y'all last night on court yesterday because we had this live today that was about CERN, and I didn't want to mix up the two. But baby, they had done hijack my damn live. They had done hijack my live, y'all. So I was like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. And then when he finally did go to sleep, I had took my pills and I had to go to them gift registries. Y'all, I got to stop fucking with shit after I take my sleeping pills. I went and looked at that fucking Amazon gift registry. Y'all, I had a potato peeler on there. I had pantry organizers. I don't have a pantry. Baby, I listen, I don't know what them Xanaxes had put on that motherfucking Amazon gift registry. But that was them Xanaxes. I absolutely have to quit fucking with shit after I take my sleep medicine. Because listen, first of all, my little elopement dinner is only supposed to be an elopement dinner, baby. We wasn't supposed to have more than 40 people. I'd be fucked if I ain't done had 40 already that done confirmed and 60 more that is pending. And it look like we finna take over these people whole fucking restaurant. I'm gonna have to call and get him a heads up. Like, you need to tell all your bitches and workers, because it's a Tuesday. If they want to make them some extra money, they need to come to work, because look like we finna take over these people whole fucking restaurant. Okay. Look like we get y'all motherfucking memberships for my tribe. That will be, I will do members only live. I'll probably be playing with the members only live before the end to make sure that I got it right. But I will have my little tripod set up because we're supposed to have a videographer. So I will have my little tripod set up so that y'all can be at the elopement ceremony dinner. Okay. I will share that part with y'all. Y'all have been here with me and Mr. Johnny. Y'all fuck with us, so we fuck with y'all back. And so we might just let y'all in on it. We're gonna let y'all in on it. What other order of business do we have? I think that's it. What would y'all say? What other order of business do we have? Is there any other business that we have not dealt with? Pam, you was at the doctor. How you feeling, baby? You done shook back like 4 flats on a Cadillac? Shano, what's up, baby? I know, Shano, you used to be one of them motherfuckers that like to talk about intellectual things. What do you know about CERN? Okay. So at this time, I would like to open the panel and extend it to those who will be panelists. And learn and teach about CERN. Okay. I don't know where the fuck they at. The live has been set up. They did was definitely in this bitch. I guess we can go ahead and start off with that video. How about that? So it's a lot of people like, well, what is CERN? Can you explain it to me? And I have to tell them, hey, listen, I'm not an expert. Okay, I'm not an expert on the matter. And the furthest thing from an expert on the matter. And the best way I could explain it, just not a room shaker, was some scientists who would like to play God and create nature on their own. That's the best way I can explain what CERN is. Okay, from my little bit of understanding right now. But I do know that I did find they did since the last time that there is actually some CERN technology brewing right here in Rapides Parish. I'm way better. Thank you for asking, boo. Good shit, good shit, good shit. Just shook back like four flats on a fucking Cadillac. Can't hold her back. Let's go, Pam. So yeah, that's CERN to the best of my understanding. Just in a short term, scientists who want to play God and would like to figure out how to create nature. Right? That's the best way I can understand it. So right now we have they did, okay, who has submitted a quick little video for us. We're gonna check it out real quick while we wait on Slump and D Shep, and I'm on one. And where they at, y'all? Hey Rico, baby. Hey, baby. Rico, you sent me your live, baby. I was full of them Xanaxes, baby. I was full of them Xanaxes, so I would have been there. Okay. While we wait on our other CERN associates, T Clean, what's happening, man? One, D Shep is here now. Okay. Oh, fucking K. Well, hit the fucking panel. Okay. I need all my CERN specialists and teachers and educators. You know I'm coming. I know I'm prescribed Xanax too. Yeah, I was just telling them how baby, I had them fucked up. If y'all would look at the Amazon gift registry before just last night, please forgive me. I went fixed it, okay? They knock you out if you go your ass on head to sleep. But I would sit up and play on this laptop and call myself, baby, listen. Y'all, when I tell you I had to laugh, I had like 8 different packs of hangers on the fucking gift registry. Y'all, I have boxes of hangers in this house. I do not need any more hangers. Oh my God. Oh my God. Then I wake up and I be seeing all these responses, baby, where I've been invited people to this damn elopement ceremony, baby. I wake up and I be like, what was you talking about, baby? And I look and see that I've been invited them. Baby, I wasn't trying to invite you. I don't even like you, but oh, fuck, here we go. You know? Okay, no problem. Let me send you these gift registries, okay? But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and play this short video. All right? And let's see what CERN talking about. Why is Japan hollowing out a mountain?
Something huge is being constructed in a remote corner of Japan. It's costing over $500 million and is the biggest of its kind in the world. It's been in development for over 20 years. It's over 80 meters high and nearly 70 meters wide. But you're not going to spot it very easily because the enormous structure is hidden deep in the landscape, quite literally. And when it's finished, it'll look something like this. So, just a couple of simple questions. What is it, and why are they hollowing out a mountain to build it? Okay, now, before we go any further with this video, we're going to need to do a quick science lesson. So, notebooks open and pay attention at the back. Our universe is of subatomic neutrinos. Neutrinos act in strange ways. They fly through space, but don't interact with any other matter. Billions of them move through your body all the time without having any effect on you at all. Now, if we understood how that happened, it could fundamentally change how we think about the universe. But as you'd probably guess, with the smallest particles in the universe, they're quite hard to spot. One way of detecting them is by smashing larger particles together at high speeds and recording the reaction. That's what's happening over at the Large Hadron Collider in CERN. Another way to observe them is which is about as easy as it sounds. Ideally, you need somewhere remote, quiet, and very peaceful. Fortunately, Japan is pretty good at that.
Think scaling your AI pilots is hard? Think again. With Watson X, you can deploy AI across any environment.
This is Kamioka, a small town in the Japanese Alps, and this is Mount Ijugo, home to the Hyper Kamio Candy, a $600 million science experiment led by the University of Tokyo and supported by researchers from 21 countries. When complete, it'll be the largest neutrino observatory in the world, and a breathtaking feat for Japan's construction industry. But as incredible as it is, it's actually not the first of its kind. This is going to be the third Kamio Candy in this region. This part of Japan is known for its zinc mining industry, and it was the expertise of a local mining company which, back in 1983, helped construct the first Kamioka nuclear decay experiment, or Kamio Candy for short. The success of that gave rise to the Super Kamio Candy in 1996, and the Hyper Kamio Candy under construction today. It consists of a huge cylinder carved into mountain rock and accessed by an approach tunnel at the top and a secondary tunnel at the base. It's 88 meters high and 69 meters wide. That's big enough to fit an entire Boeing 747 standing on its end. Now, don't worry, we're going to get onto how it works later, but first off, how do you build something like this in the middle of a mountain? Well, plans for the Hyper Kamio Candy.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it just for a second, right? Because two reasons, y'all. One, I don't want to get struck for fucking around and putting that shit straight through. Okay, we are observers. We are reviewing and watching this Fair Use Act. And then I want to welcome D Shep and Big Slump to the panel. Hello,
What's
man.
happening? What's happening? Y'all hear me?
You got it.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay,
can hear
no.
you. So, hey guys, they did came in before the live, and she dropped off this. I'm sorry, they did. He dropped off this 8-minute video, and so we just started with this one about a new CERN that they're building over in Japan. Did y'all already know about this?
Nah.
Yeah, yeah. This what's that? What it called? Oliver Candy or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce it. But basically, what it was, I saw that they were how they, like right there hollowing out that mountain to build it. It was taking years to build. The purpose for it and all that good stuff. What surprised me though is there's a part in this video where they say that they're going to build like a 2-foot concrete down and fill it with water, and then they're going to clean it with UV rays, and they're saying that the water is going to be pure enough to dissolve metal. The first thing I thought about was us. Well, if we 70% water and we can dissolve metal, are we dirty water, unpure water? You go let the video play. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. You gonna see what I'm talking about. I mean, it just I start thinking of the most shit. But
Well, that's what you know. Look, we're gonna Diane Calloway this shit. We just here to make people pay.
yeah, it's a good video. They did for it though. It's a good video.
Okay. They trying to open portals and say, "Hey, room shaker." So this is what we got going on so far. D Shep, would you like to give a little commentary before we let the video finish playing?
Oh no, that's not an expertise or even a specialty of mine. I'm just
Okay.
here to learn.
Okay. It's no problem. If we have anybody else that would like to hit the open panel, if you are a CERN teacher, baby, come on up here and contribute. T Clean say that Japan is always up to something. Let me ask this one question. Is Japan the place that had the fake sun? Wasn't that in
That's
Japan?
China. No, that was China did that.
That was China. Okay. They could. Okay. Let's
D go back to 1999. Then, after more than 2 decades of development, work began in May 2021 on the access tunnel. Using a drill and blast technique, it took just 9 months to excavate the 2-kilometer approach tunnel, which was then sprayed with concrete to create a smoother and more stable surface. This approach tunnel leads to the center of what's going to become the roof of the observatory. Now, as the observatory sits 681 meters below the mountain peak, a dome structure was created, which was then reinforced by a steel truss to hold the enormous weight of all the rock above it. That was completed in October 2023, and now the team have begun the next stage of the project, blasting down through 71 meters of rock to create the enormous cavern the observatory is going to sit in. This rock is hard work for the construction crews, but it's what makes this site perfect for spotting neutrinos. The density of the rock is the equivalent of this observatory sitting 1.7 kilometers below the surface of the ocean. That's no problem for the neutrinos, which can pass through entire planets with ease, but it provides excellent insulation from cosmic rays and other background radiation, which could ruin this experiment. Drilling's due to complete in
Wait, hold up. Wait. He said that that's not a problem for neutrinos, which is their little machine. Did he say that their little machine could pass through planets at ease? Is that what he said?
No. So the machine is going to be measuring neutrinos. Neutrinos is what they are going to be measuring. Neutrinos passes through, it's pretty much like the electrons, electron, proton, neutron, but it's an element that they're looking at that actually is going to be used in detecting what they're looking for, basically. Okay. That's neutrinos.
Okay, because ultimately the goal is, right, to recreate nature, to be able to create natural things, right?
Yeah. Basically, what they're doing is that's their program doing it, but they have to detect the one element that they're of interest. They have to detect and study first before they move forward, and that's what this is doing.
Okay, that's why they have all the different CERN sites, because everyone. Okay, all right, bet. I'm with you. Let me finish playing the video. I just wouldn't show what I heard.
2025, but at that point there's still going to be a long way to go before it can detect a single subatomic particle. First, the inside of the cavern is going to be lined with 2 layers of concrete and, crucially, a waterproof layer. That's because this cavern is set to become the largest tank of water in the world. Once fully watertight, 260 million litres of water are going to be pumped into this enormous cavern. That's nearly 4.5 times larger than the world's largest aquarium over at SeaWorld Abu Dhabi. It's going to be flooded from the water table in the mountain and will take about half a year to fill. But as clean as this water is, it undergoes further treatment with UV light and other means to create water so pure it's capable of dissolving metal. Now, the massive tank of water creates the perfect conditions to spot neutrinos in. Time for a bit more science. When neutrinos pass through the tank, occasionally they'll collide with electrons, giving off a weak glow known as Cherenkov radiation.
New Olay cleansing melts, cleans, tones, refreshes. For 3 times.
And
that was that part you was talking about, right, Slump? That they're gonna get these 260 million liters of water, and
yeah, that was the part I was talking about, to where they said they were going to treat it so pure to where it'll literally be able to dissolve metal. That had my mind thinking about, well, damn, if we 70% water and we supposed to be drinking pure stuff, putting pure things in our body, and then my mind went to something totally different. So I don't want to. You get what I'm saying, though, right? I started thinking about something else. But that tank of water is going to be used to detect neutrinos. Basically, that's what they're going to be using to detect it.
Hey, Doug. Hey, Blended. Hey, y'all, welcome. This is crazy. I can't wait to finish this video so we can break it down like a pound.
And that is what this whole thing is being constructed to observe. Tiny glimmers of light in a giant cavern full of water. The Hyper Cameo Candy isn't complete yet, but to get an idea of how it will look, here's its smaller sibling, the Super Cameo Candy, which is less than half the size. Here, the cavern's been drained because engineers are performing maintenance on these photodetectors, the thousands of light sensors that together act as a giant camera. The ones in Super Cameo Candy are so sensitive that a single sensor could detect the light of a torch being used on the moon. Together, they act as a giant camera that picks out the faint traces of Cherenkov radiation created by reacting electrons. 40,000 of these are being manufactured for the Hyper Cameo Candy, each one almost twice as sensitive as their predecessors, and specially designed to withstand the enormous weight of 260,000 tons of water. Construction is expected to fully complete in 2026, and the Hyper Cameo Candy should start detecting neutrinos and performing other experiments by 2027. Now, as cool as all of this is, you might be forgiven for thinking, so what? After all, what has particle physics ever done for me?
What have the Romans ever done for us?
Well, for a starter, if you've ever had a medical scan or had a tumour diagnosed, you have particle physics to thank for that, as well as treatments for everything from cancer to AIDS. It's led to greater understanding of fluid dynamics, which helps in the construction of long-distance pipelines and gives us more accurate weather forecasts. And let's not forget that it was for a group of particle physicists that Tim Berners-Lee developed a new system for quickly and efficiently sharing information. A system which is enabling you to watch this video right now.
Wait, so they saying that CAT scans, cancer treatments, all the fucked up shit they do to us. Because what I just heard, and let me translate this to the way my brain heard it, was we put out experiments, fuck with your food, fuck with your water, fuck with nature, and then we create shit to see if we can fix it. Is that what they just said? Or am I translating that wrong?
Nope, that's a perspective to look at it. That's the way to look at it.
I mean, because everything they talked about is the stuff that's killing us, is the stuff that's wrong. Y'all playing with weather, y'all playing with medicine, y'all playing with people's health. So CERN in itself is owning responsibility for these technologies? Okay.
It's probably pretty fair to say that this is one science experiment that's definitely going to live up to the hype.
Let pause it real quick. Okay, don't confuse CERN with this Iowa candy. These are two separate devices that detect two different aspects of elements, but they're basically they do the same thing though. The best way to explain it, because again, I don't know it all, but the best way to explain it is like we have a periodic table, right?
Right.
Different elements. And those different elements that's on the periodic table, there was different instruments used to discover each one of them or more than one of them. This is that.
So CERN is one of the machines. It is not the entire organization. And there are machines that
there's multiple microscopes looking at interdimensional particles.
Right. Got
it. This is one, CERN is one, and there's other instruments out there basically, but we're talking about two of them.
Right. And right now what they're showing is what we actually looked at the last time we talked about this. This is their sister machine. This isn't even the one.
Correct.
Yeah. So yeah,
there we go.
Yeah. So I'm with you on that. I misspoke. Please, thank you for catching me. Both are searching for the God's particle. Well, they've already claimed to have found that. They're searching for everything that they think makes up nature. They trying to figure nature out, basically. And so they building all these machines and sites and having all of these studies all over the world to study nature so that they can duplicate.
Right. The best family. The best way to explain this is this: you got the periodic table. You got the good and the bad. Now
Right.
let me scratch that. You got. We all know that there's a government for the free world, and we know there's a dark government, right?
Right.
Just like there's an internet and there's dark web. It's two different ones, right?
Right.
This is the best way to explain it. You got the periodic table, and then you have the periodic table that don't nobody know about. The periodic table for elements that we can't see or can't detect by the
Right.
naked eye. That's what we're talking about with the God particles. Being that they discovered the God particle, they know that there is a way that man can somehow orchestrate what they're not supposed to orchestrate.
Right.
We also have to remember that when they found the God particle, what happened was they noticed that there was multiple other elements that came along with it. It wasn't just the God particle that they found. They
Right.
found like multiple particles alongside with that God particle, which means there's multiple aspects of the unseen that needs to be discovered.
According to that they would like to discover.
Right. So shit that we really ain't supposed to be messing with, but
Correct.
yeah, exactly. So that's
So
where you have today these different fathoms of instruments that are used to detect, measure, and maybe even possibly regulate to some extent. Example, CERN creating dark matter, extracting dark matter, that type of deal. That's where you get into, okay, this Oliver Candy here machine. I know I'm saying it wrong,
yeah,
but
but we're
then
gonna be good. We're gonna break it down and go to the website that actually shows all the different machines and everything.
yeah. Let, let me digress.
Okay. So we almost finished with this. We literally got 30 seconds left.
You can learn more about the Hyper Cameo Candy and other topics on our channel over on the World's Best Construction Podcast, available right now wherever you get your podcasts. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video and you want to get more from the definitive video channel for construction, make sure you subscribe to the B1M.
All right. I'm dropping that link in the chat for those of you who would like to go back and do your own studies. um, Thank you, they did for this submission.
Shout out to Baby for that. Yeah, that was a good video there.
Yeah. So now let's get more into it. Let's go a little deeper because I saw this little website and I think it shows the multiple. Salute Dubs, by the way, my bad, baby. We was talking and running our mouth. Salute to Dubs for joining the membership game, baby. Welcome to the membership family. So the first thing that caught my eye when I got to this website was CERN 70 into the anti-world. I'm like, anti-world. Am I reading this wrong?
Nope, this is what it says. This is what
Okay.
it exactly says.
Okay. So that was the first red flag for me, right? Because why do you want to be against the world? Why the fuck do you want to be against the world? But nevertheless, this is their beautiful little website. Um, they've
Oh, can
actually
I
woke
put
up.
something out real quick, too? Madam, let
Absolutely.
me say something real quick. Scroll back up. What year does it say it started?
It says 1954.
What else happened in around that time?
Wasn't it when the last pandemic or something came out with them diseases and shit?
And what else though? What else though?
Oh, oh. In 54 and 54. It where
Before
in America?
that, huh? Say that again.
In America, nuclear weapons.
Yeah, no. Allegedly, that was the year that the agreement was made between such and such and such and such on exchange of technology versus.
All the aliens and the humans.
You can't say it. Keywords. That's why I'm saying it like that. But
Okay.
yeah, that was allegedly the same year.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
wow. So we'll call them space cousins. So our space cousins had told our Earth cousins. You think they'll let us get away with that?
Hell, I don't know. I don't know. I just know we can't say that. Say what I wanted to say straight up. That's what got my channel to the first time. That's shit. But I know that for sure though, because I spoke on that in that
Right.
live that my page took. I just want
Okay.
to bring that up though.
Okay. So there go. As soon as you get on here, as the first thing you see is them showing you 70 years of collaboration. That's 70 years of collaboration. So,
But also allegedly, nothing was supposed to have happened then.
but that's some bull butter.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a repeat of the story, the biblical story about the Anunnaki, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Biblical, Sumerian. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they come down and teach us humankind about the world's mysteries, how the world works.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Or exposing some shit that we just don't know about.
Things that humans shouldn't know about because we fucked off and we never are satisfied. They found the God particle, and then now it's like, yep, that's old. Let's find something else. let's let's find something else.
Yeah.
So here, this one is just about CERN, right? This is just about CERN. This isn't about all the other colliders or whatever they call it. But this is the technology that they are claiming responsibility for. And since the last live, I found out that Louisiana College, which is supposed to be a Christian college, just right across the bridge from me, has actually partnered with them. They they doing it here. And then there's supposed to actually be a site in Louisiana for LIGO. That would be the name of that technology, LIGO, from Caltech Technology. Can y'all see the words on here?
What's that
Oh,
saying? Healthcare, quantum, digital, aerospace.
yeah, I got that picture, but this is what caught my eye. So it says impact across industry. Let me get my mouse so I can highlight what I'm talking about. Cause I'm like, wait a minute, what? But he did just say that in that video, is that we were able to watch that video. Check that out. Y'all see that? The
Oh
best,
damn!
yeah,
I didn't know that. So,
right.
so the internet is a certain technology itself.
Huh. How about the fuck that
Message.
message? Like that's a breakthrough. Like to me, that's huge. I don't know for nobody else, but I did hear guy in that video we just watched said that you're actually able to watch us on this video due to CERN's technology. But I didn't know what he meant. I'm thinking he meant like 5G or something like that, right? But now he meant that the World Wide Web is their actual invention. Wow.
And then it goes further to say that equally revolutionary is the grid, which harness the power of computers around the world.
But look what it was invented for. The World Wide Web was invented to allow scientists their information. So it's safe to conclude that we are just uh, benefactors because we are what they are studying. We're also something that they are studying, which is why so much of the internet is free to utilize.
Hmm. It's the small stuff that we overlook.
Correct, because that speaks very loud to say that they invented the technology known as the World Wide Web for the sole purpose to allow scientists to share information. Hmm, okay. So their basic tools are particle accelerators and they said there are thousands of particle accelerators in operation in the world today. Mm,
Hmm.
it's just
I
something to think
believe this
about.
is that part. I believe this is that part where they say that they are 50 years ahead of us. Damn, I didn't know that. Well, it make you
So
think too.
y'all, if I'm let's hear where your mind went.
To a lot of us that use the internet, the internet is not something that's basic. A lot of us ain't figured out the internet yet. And what I mean by that is there's a whole nother side of the web that 90% of the world can't even touch, the dark web, or don't know how to maneuver through. And we're on the mindset of
Facts.
exposing information when the web was used to share information. Two different fashions of usage of the internet. One is using the internet as a tool, the other one is using the internet as a weapon. So if the internet is used as this, you can expect every other technology to be use as such as well.
So here's how CERN makes our planet more sustainable. Okay. So they even have their hands in our crops, in our, like they say, whether they can actually give you more uh, efficient weather updates. You know what I'm saying? Would it be a fetch to choose LA due to its charity to the arts, the connection to spiritual God gifts? Well, they did. I mean, blended. They have them all over everywhere. So it's not just Louisiana. They have them in Texas. They have them in Illinois. They have them all over everywhere. So they said that they're responsible for renewable energy, clean transportation, pollution control, climate monitoring, nature protection. What and green science. Nature
That's
protection.
good.
Go ahead. I was just that.
I'm calling cap because you're saying how can it mean? Doesn't mean that they're doing. Because
Yeah,
we
because I
hearing
don't
more
believe
about the
them.
negative. Yeah, we use them. We hearing more and we can see more of the negative effects than anything.
Yeah, that so that's what I'm saying. Something they're telling us one thing, but that's why I read it the way I read it. Most of us have polluted sky, like we and the air is polluted in the United States right now.
Hmm.
So how can something so powerful claim that they are trying to sustain a healthier planet? Like that, I call that. They're sowing the seeds for our ecological transition to what? Solutions supporting the raising hydrogen economy or the simulation of global scale phenomena. New disruptive technologies are emerging. Man, just look at what's highlighted. So they did, I think they did is it safe to say they did that you are definitely a CERN technology support, like you are in support of this new technology.
I'm in support of whatever blew it up and cause them to have to rebuild for 3 years. That's what I'm in support of.
Okay.
Whatever
I said don't don't touch that. Stop it. Stop it.
yeah.
Solutions
Oh,
supporting the raising hydrogen economy or the simulation of global scale phenomena. New disruptive technologies are emerging. That just, that don't even sound right to me.
you know what that mean though? I could tell you what the hell ecological transition means.
Well, what's up?
That means a totally different environment. That's what that means.
Well, they did say it's transition to a cleaner environment through cleaner energy.
That's the claim to fame right there.
Hydrogen energy is a new frontier. So, like I say, I think it's safe to say that they did is a supporter. I think that they did trust that what they're saying is what they are actually standing for.
Mm,
Yeah,
I
because it's.
believe.
I mean,
I
go
believe there's
ahead.
two sides. It's definitely two sides to it. You can't outweigh the good. You can't outweigh good with the bad and the bad with the good. You got to see both sides to it. You can't get too hung up on this side and knowing damn well we can't look at this and be like, oh, it's it's all good, and we know at nighttime they over there doing the Watuka to feed them.
Right.
You know,
Okay. So future colliders and fusion reactors. And I mean, you can look at that from movies, right? So even iRobot, you had the creator of technology, and then you had the big man. Okay, and then the creator found that the technology was doing something really fucked up. It wasn't what they were intended for it to be. But the old man had to unalive himself in order for that to even be discovered. That's what was going on. Because everybody saw it as this great thing that these robots could come and help make their lives better. You know, so there's a big move to get away from cool energy, natural gas, etc. Old ways of making electricity, pump out carbon pollution. The biggest way, the best way is for people to leave nature the fuck like it is and live more natural lives. But trying to manipulate things, I don't think that's healthy. I can't see no good coming from it. May I offer that gentleman consider getting a Patreon account to discuss this in depth without being restrained and speak? Um, we're gonna have to do something. Mem- I don't want them to have to repay on Patreon if they're our members. Uh, but I have been thinking about maybe a Discord. I don't know. But I have been thinking about we are going to be able to come together and actually discuss these type of situations without having to filter ourselves or what it is that we're trying to say. Cleaner energy is about trying to protect the planet with this. But we're seeing the planet. Okay, so if they started this 60 years ago, right? This is why I call Catholic. For 70 years, they have been uh, at the front line, right, of environmental, digital, some healthcare, aerospace. But in the last 70 years, we watched planes. Didn't the plane headed to Louisiana and another one from somewhere else just tap into each other yesterday? We're watching these planes tap into each other. We're watching the environment go to hell in the last, I could say 40 years. I've been here 40 of them 70. We're watching digital technology destroy human relationships. Okay. Quantum, I don't know too much about this quantum leaping shit they doing. And healthcare, people, you got more people getting cancer that don't smoke or ain't around secondhand smoke than ever. I thought they were from cancer. You know what I'm saying? but the actual environment and the health is making people sick. Aerospace, we got scientists in space allegedly right now that was on an 8-day motherfucking mission that can't come home till next year. So if they are so great, then why
I
are
saw
we?
that.
Yeah,
I
you
saw
see
that
it?
too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
got them people allegedly stuck in space until next year. They want to imagine going to work for an 8-hour shift and you stuck there for 8 months. So if they are so great and their intentions are so humane, then why is it that we have watched all of these areas that they say they specialize in go to shit in our lifetime? That's why I call Cap. So, sweet baby, are you learning a little something?
Let me add something else too, Steve.
Okay.
David, you're absolutely right. You know, burning coal is causing global warming. There's other things that are causing it too, but at the same time, you got your politics that are connected with that. The fact of coming off of the old, getting to the new, because some people are not willing to let go of the money that they're making right now, switching to bigger and better things. Now, at the same, on the bad side of that, you got technologies that we're using that are altering vibrations and frequencies. And when you when you get talking about vibrations and frequencies and altering that, that is more of a give or take when you're talking about dealing with messing with the world and affecting the environment less. It's, uh, in my mind, we will be affecting the world in some aspect badly, whether it's old school or new school. Because the more advanced we get, the, that means the more advanced that we're going to be probably altering something we ain't got no bit. It's always going to be. I would believe that it would be the taking and the doing the lesser of the two evils to affect the least amount as possible. But again, we're also not only are we fighting the fact of the effect on the environment, we're fighting people that are making money that don't want to let go of the trillions and billions or whatever they're making to move on to bigger and better things. You got that at the same time too that we're dealing with. Just something to think
And
about, but you absolutely.
so my question to y'all, so because okay, we know CERN is just one of the machines. I want to know how can I look up? Let me see. Maybe it was on their homepage. The names of these different machines. That's what I'm looking for. The names and locations of these different machines. They did what are what's the name of?
I don't know. That's some that they did actually expose the Oliver Candy machine to me. But that was the first time I heard of that. I'm looking at that video, I could tell exactly what it is. Pretty much a big ass camera. Now, when it comes to
Okay,
CERN,
so
CERN is something totally different. CERN has different sizes of the same apparatus everywhere. That's the same. That's what we talking about. Oh, it's CERN here, and CERN in Texas, CERN in Chicago, all of that. That's what we're talking about there. But as far as these other apparatus, I don't even know the name.
Mm-mm. Put on this trunk. So you got right here. They did. Let's see who I'm speaking to. Somebody else called me. I'm talking to I'm trying to keep up with the comments while I'm trying to look at this. So it takes government to assist in community transition to technology, e.g., conservation. The government has to show leadership outside of the U.S. and Europe. Environmental laws and regulations. Yeah. Okay. So this is the Large Hydrogen Collider. So this is the first one that we talk about, right?
Hold up, the Large Hadron Collider. Yeah, that's kind of the same. That's just another name
Okay.
for it.
So the Higgs boson, what is that? Have we ever talked about that?
Is, don't know that one.
Let's click on it and see. You and everything around you are made of particles. But when the universe began, no particles had mass. They all sped around the speed of light. Stars, planets, and life could only emerge because particles gained their mass from fundamental fields associated with the Higgs boson. Okay. The existence of this mass-giving field was confirmed in 2012 when the Higgs boson particle was discovered. Okay, so that's another particle that was discovered.
Oh, yeah, there you go. So remember, madam, when I was telling you when they found the God's particle, they found other particles along with it. So that's
Correct.
this Higgs, yeah, the Higgs boson must have been another particle that was one of those particles that they just discovered at that time. My question is it a particle or is it a field of particles? Existence in man.
Mass-giving field. So I'm thinking it's
So
a
it's a
field.
field. Okay.
So this is
So
my. How the fuck do they know these first few sentences?
see, see,
You feel me? Who told them that? Oh, okay. We ain't gonna touch on it. I'm
you
saying.
know who told him that.
I'm
You
just
know who told him
yeah.
that. You know who told him that.
That's all I'm saying. Like it's a rhetorical question, but I'm. It definitely was a question that I wanted to put out there. Okay, they had to deduce that explanation. Yeah, they deduced it, but my thing is, who the fuck told them that? Who told them the big version of it? Okay, so what's so special about the Higgs boson? We gonna break this shit down, y'all. If y'all with me, y'all with me. If y'all through talking about it, we through talking about it. But I find it interesting. They did. I really wish you would hit the panel, because you seem like you know, like this your shit, and I'm interested.
Yeah, for real. For real, for real, for real, for real.
Okay,
I
so
agree.
it first appeared in a scientific paper written by Peter Higgs in 64. So 10 years after, exactly 10 years after 54. Okay. Uh Peter Higgs. Who is Peter Higgs? Let me look and see who he is. Quite sure they're gonna say he's just a scientist.
That's who they named this field after, I'm assuming.
Yeah. He was a British theoretical physicist. So he operated in theories. Okay. He operated in theory. He's a Nobel Prize winning physicist. He actually proposed the existence of the God particle. He's the one who proposed the existence that explains a theory about the existence of a particle that explains why other particles have a mass. So he's the one who they had one hollered at him. Our cousins had one hollered at him, and it was initially rejected. It was rejected when he first put this paper out, and he just passed. He just passed in April. How about that? Of this year, he just passed. He was 94 years old. He had an IQ of 155 to 175. So, okay. So we know that this comes from old Mr. Peter Higgs. Let me put him on here. I'm making my notes, y'all, because I really want to. I don't know. I'm a nerd. So now when I'm up late at night, y'all helping me to know what to go look up and, you know, particle, wave, or both. Quantum field theory describes a microscopic world of particles very differently to everyday life. Fundamental quantum fields fill the universe and dictate what nature can and cannot do. So, again, is it safe to say that these motherfuckers want to play God and they want to say what nature can and cannot do? I mean, this is high science. Ordinary people don't need to worry about this stuff. I'm not ordinary. I don't know which way you go. Yeah, so that I think that this highlight is very like it's certain phrases that they use that you either catch it or you don't. In this description, every particle can be represented by a wave in a field similar to a ripple on the surface of a vast ocean. One example is the photon, the particle of light, which is a wave in the electromagnetic field. So we have the photon particle as well, right? Particle of light. That's what I want to keep up with. These particles and what they are, what's their purpose. And then smoke me some of my good reefer and put all this shit together.
Photon. Where did you hear that?
Yeah, I got
Think about where you heard some of these words at before. Too. We've now heard some of these words that on either cartoons or either movies, superhero movies. Think about some of these words where you done heard them at before. There is a
absolutely.
connection. There is a connection to it. The crazy it might be, it is a connection to it. Just remember where you done heard these words at before.
Okay, so when particles interact with one another, they exchange force carriers. These force carriers are particles and can also be described as waves in their respective fields. For example, when two electrons interact, they do so by exchanging photons. Photons are the force carriers of electromagnetic interaction. So is it okay? All right. All right. Another important component of this picture is symmetry. Symmetry. Just like a shape can be called symmetrical if it doesn't change when rotated or flipped, similar requirements are placed on the laws of nature. There you go, Slump, with the man, I hate getting brain farts. The scientific chart, the two different ones. Because those are basically laws of nature, correct?
The building block. Yeah, the building block
Yeah.
of nature.
Okay. The Brought Englert Higgs mechanism. So I'm going to assume that these are three different people. Three different scientists got together, or physicists. Quantum field theory had already formed the basis of quantum electromagnetism, a very successful description of the applying a similar approach to the weak interaction, however, due possible fundamental issue. The theory didn't allow for particles to have mass. Specifically, the weak force carriers known as the W and Z bosons had to be massless. Otherwise, the fundamental symmetry of the theory would be broken and the theory would not work. This posed a major problem since the weak force carriers had to be massive to be consistent with the very short range of the weak interaction. Okay, so what they did was they took these ones that were weak, such as the boson, and they created technology to make them stronger so that they can combine them with the other ones and make them do what they do. Oh, there we go. Oh God. This bitch Sweet Baby came up as an alien.
No, what do I Snapchat? You know, I'm always doing something to my channel and I'm end up messing something up and can't get back right. I done spent about 5 minutes trying to do that and y'all done moved on to something else.
No, we ain't. All this shit the same shit. We just can't
I
say
know,
that.
but you was on another template. I forgot what we was looking at.
They are trying to discover everything about nature, but why? So they did. Let me ask you this. I know that you're not American, right? Are you Christian? Do you believe in the God of the Bible? Do you believe in the Most High? Do you believe that there was a deity, an entity that created all other deity entities and nature? Do you believe that? I think that's important.
Do I think God created the Big Bang, like the whole universe?
I was asking they did, but I'm agnostic. Okay. So do you what do you believe? Sweet babe.
I believe there's a higher up and he's a creator.
So is it safe to say that is it safe to say that in order for you to deal with physicists, yeah, I know. That means they did. I'm not ordinary people. But yeah, so is it safe to say that in order for you to deal with this type of technology, science, theories, physics, that you can't be grounded on a spiritual belief, that you are more, let me investigate and see, like there may be a God, but until I can discover and dig and see for myself that this God exists, then I'm going to just say, okay, sure, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't, but let me go figure out everything about nature, because it might not be God. Let's see, there may be another theory other than
What
God.
other theory could it be?
Well, that's what all of this technology is about. It's about finding out everything about nature. What make yes, science is all rational stuff, measuring things, etc. So the reason I asked that is because in biblical transcripts, there's a story about this type of shit happening. And the story, right? It's a theory, it's a tale, it's a old wives' tale. The theory is that there were angels in heaven that sat with God. And those angels in heaven that sat with God, they was like, why he the man? I want to be the man. This nigga done created all these fine motherfuckers down there. They looking like him. They smelling all good. They dumb. They don't know nothing. And they came down here, a group of 200 of them, right? And they tricked off to these women. And they say, you give me a little of that pussy, I'll tell you some shit about the world you ain't know. And they started telling them about how nature works. Things that, according to these biblical texts, mankind was not supposed to know until they had entered the gates of heaven. That slump, sweet babe, am I, I'm using my own words, but verbiage, but basically that's the story, right? That's how that went, right?
I don't know. Don't give me the lie. I don't know. Seriously, I don't know.
You ever heard the story in the Bible about the fallen angels and how they came down here and they taught humans about weapons and zodiacs and things of that nature?
No, no. Honestly, no. And I'm not being funny. Like seriously, no.
Ain't nothing funny. I mean, you good.
Because I mean, they talked about prostitution and all kind of stuff. Like the Bible talked about all kind of stuff, but I never got really into the books of the Bible or the stories of the Bible. Like I kind of like once I got away from school age, being around my grandmother, because probably I would have learned.
Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I was just trying to see if I was if I had the story
No,
correct.
you on the right track. You on the right track.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they did. So they had the story, right? And maybe you heard in the Bible about how God had ordered all these people to be killed, their children and everything. And so a lot of people who are atheists or satanic worship, that's what they use as, go against God. Well, he's so merciful, and why did he order all these people killed?
Why they had a spell on him or something?
They fucked the fallen angels. They knew about the things that they shouldn't have fucking known about, and they started doing fucked up shit. So now they knew how to kill their enemies. They knew how to manipulate earth and use scientific things to manipulate earth and to manipulate nature, things that God did not want humans to know until they was dead, because he understood that his creation in the flesh was fucked up, and if we knew these things, we would fuck up shit. So to me, I'm just me with my GD when I turn 26. I'm just trying to say basically that this 70-year thing that they've been on, slump got a little echo. This 70-year shit that they've been on sounds like 70 years ago that same biblical story happened again. And now it's making even more natural and technological advances due to some unearthly extra, some that's unhumanly, something with mass understanding coming and giving that information to humans. Hey, Auto baby. Okay, Slump. I'm gonna go on mute because I think it's only when I talk. Go ahead, say what you was gonna say.
Uh, oh no, you was doing your thing. You was doing your thing. I'm on mute.
Okay, so they did say that that's just American beliefs, but isn't that Christian beliefs throughout the world? They did. You ain't from America. I only been outside of America once. I'm ignorant to the fact. Teach me. I want to be sharper. Okay. Yes, something supernatural. Although, if it's possible, please hit the panel. Um, and Pam, you right, because I'm learning. I'm ignorant to this. Everything that we going over right now, y'all, I'm looking up myself. I'm learning myself. I am ignorant to these facts. I'm just interested in these things. I I get my dick get hard when I know that it's something that I don't know.
Yeah, I just learned about that Oliver Candy device today. I just learned about that today.
About what say Hannah?
The device that they did posted in the chat, the Oliver Candy device, the big camera that they're gonna be using uh detect nitroids over there in Japan. What we just went over before
Oh
this.
yeah. Okay, they did. American Christianity is a shock to other West. I bet like fuck it is. I am one that I believe that, I because a lot of American Christians believe that you're not even supposed to be into uh science or the study of stars. And I'm like, how if God made everything? So, whatever. I just think that we shouldn't go fucking with it. But hey, all right. So let's see what else we can find. The way this
So
started.
Lucifer was among.
Go ahead.
So Lucifer was among the fallen angels. He was a good angel until he rebelled.
Correct.
That nigga was up there. He was the choir director. He was the angelic choir director.
So he created evil.
No, no. Um, I mean, if you want to look at it like that, but the way the story goes is that it wasn't evil that he created. What happened was him and 199. He took the choir. He took his choir. He had a choir of 200. It was him, not 199 other motherfucking angels, and they brought their raggedy asses down here, and they told human mankind the laws of nature and how nature worked, and then
And he wasn't,
mankind.
he wasn't supposed to do that.
Right, because mankind is of flesh. That's why oftentimes you feel one way and then but your heart be saying something else. Like you might
The
want to
flesh
go,
is weak.
yeah, the flesh is weak. Especially don't let somebody hurt you or do something to you. Okay? You be thinking of all kind of ways you can fuck over them motherfuckers. Or greed.
Fact.
If you I want more. Like look how they found this. They was on this hunt for this one particle, right? And then it was never enough. It's never enough. Humans will never be satisfied. We always want more, more, more. And so then birthed evil, because it's not even evil, it's the intent. It's a positive and negative. Certain things have positive intentions, certain things have negative intentions. The negative intent is synonymic, is evil. Okay. uh, you laughing because I couldn't get that word out of my mouth.
Yeah.
You said how you were in the word.
I know what you talking about, though. I know what you talking about.
Yeah. Otto, what's up?
What's going on?
We over here learning about how the new fallen angels came 70 years ago and done updated these motherfuckers. That's it.
What's up, Sloan? What's up, Steve?
Salute. What's good with you?
Hey, how you doing?
Sweet baby's an alien today for this live.
I see. I'm the only one with a
So
K up here.
yeah, the way this works for particle masses is as follows. When the universe was born, okay, again, how the fuck do they know? It was filled with the Higgs field in an unstable but symmetrical state. A fraction of a second after the Big Bang, the field found a stable configuration, but one that breaks the initial symmetry. In this configuration, the equations remain symmetrical, but the broken symmetry of the Higgs field gives rise to the masses of the W and Z bosoms. 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 As it later turned out, the elementary particles also acquire mass. Okay, so they did. Do you believe in the Big Bang Theory? Otto, what you know about any of this shit?
Well, I just read up a little bit. Like I don't even know where y'all at in it, for what y'all done been over, but that I just know CERN is a bunch of magnets, battery, for it's supposed to be digging, you know, in the depths of where, like tools that they've tried before can't go. You know what I'm saying? Because everything else they say bogs down deeper you go or whatever. And only thing I can see, like I said, that makes sense because they use a whole lot of big words. They use a whole lot of stuff to me that don't make no sense. They be trying to go over top of your head, but it would seem to me you trying to pull some of that them Bible creatures that they talk about.
Yes.
That's that's the only thing makes sense to me. I don't see nothing else you would be doing in the earth like that.
All right,
Cause
so we agree on that.
yeah, okay.
Did you know that the World Wide Web was made by CERN?
World Wide Web.
The
I can,
internet, the
yeah,
World Wide
yeah.
Web.
I
You
can
already knew
believe
that?
it. No, I didn't. I said I could believe it because
Oh, that's what we learned
it's
today.
it surprised me to know that they run the internet cables in the ocean. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, so y'all, we've been hearing about but that's what we learned today so far was that these motherfuckers came up with the World Wide Web and the it was invented so that scientists could exchange information. Yes, they did. So CERN helped create the beef sector. They looking for the fountain of youth and the key and man, listen. So we keep hearing about these bosons. How y'all pronounce that? Boson. Say that.
BOSON,
Yeah.
Bossing.
Boston. Yeah,
Boston.
Boston.
I'm country than a motherfucker. So
Me,
it don't be
me
coming out the
too.
same. All right, so earlier we found out that remember I read and they said that some of the forces was weak than a bitch, and I had assumed that these machines were to make the weaker shits stronger. Remember that?
Yeah.
I will the W boson carries the weak force. It can change the character of particles of matter, allowing the sun to burn and new elements to form. So this is how China created that motherfucking sun, basically, huh? They did. Man, I wish they did would hit the fucking link, y'all. I think they did works with is a fucking scientist.
I think that's just some AI type of stuff they got going on because we saw it on the internet and it ain't to me now my perception because you can't get a certain amount of miles from the sun before you combust is what they say. So how you gonna conform something like that? How can you make something that you can't even get close to?
Facts.
Let's go.
And we just going off facts now. They put it in our face now for real. But when we got to use logic and common sense too. So I can't say what they ain't made. You know what I'm saying? But it just don't make no sense to me.
I don't think they made anything to create anything.
Well, you ever had a CAT scan?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is those elements was already here. They took them and combined them to make that type of um, radiation or light or energy or some type of
Which
I
is
don't
a
know what I
form of
want to say.
yeah, no, I
Huh?
get what you're saying, but I get what you're saying, sweet babe, but that's a form of manipulation, ain't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
What you talking about the foreign people?
No,
For them, what you
no.
just
What you were just saying is the elements were already here. That's correct. However, these technologies were used to manipulate what was already here for a specific purpose.
And
That's the rub.
It had to be manipulated because people they need it. They need those particular elements to heal, to create other stuff.
Right.
That's what they made us think. Because I didn't know you could heal from a tuning fork. You see what I'm saying? So they took
Who?
everything a tuning fork.
What is that?
It's ancient. It's just a uh
Vibrations and frequencies.
right. And it's just a little, like what we eat with, so to speak, but made a little different. It's just on how it's used. And they said that's for healing. So, and it just when you know that they done took everything that was for the good and revamped it, that type of stuff makes sense. Cause they wouldn't. Why would they leave that tuning fork around and then let us know that it'll heal and do this or that? Ain't no more doctors and hospitals then. You see what I'm saying? So anything that is natural, they trying to get rid of.
You right about that, Otto. Let me add to that. We was talking about bells, the old school bells, church bells, for back in the day. Allegedly, those type of old school bells healed too. And if you look around, you don't see too many of those bells around no more. Those old school bells.
But
Right.
what are those bells made out of? Copper, which is the element, or gold. What is those old fashioned bells made out of? They made out of some type of element, some type of
But the thing of it is the frequency that the sound produces.
Right. The
It's
vibration.
not so
Right.
much of what it's made off of, is more so of the frequency that it produces when that sound hit that motherfucker, when that bell ding.
And then you get the vibrations from the sound. And
Right.
that's what does the healing, those vibrations. Just like he mentioned with that tuning fork. It's about vibration. That's why the music does us like it does. It's vibration. What we
So are
can't
people
see.
holding on to that in this day and time
Say it again,
from
sweetheart.
terminal illnesses? Huh?
Say it again.
Are people healing off of this in this day and time?
I've seen people in those like places we don't really frequent. Maybe like Ghana, different spots that they not big on a lot of the hospitals and doing a lot of that. You know what I mean? The African tribes and different stuff like that. That's who using that type of stuff. I
Also,
know the
also,
one
also,
people.
it's technologists over here that use vibrations and frequencies. Back when my mama was living, she used to catch kidney stones real bad, and they would have to put her into a tank like apparatus with purple jelly. It's like purple. It's a purple jelly substance, and basically what it is it's
Of
like
God?
yeah, it's like the sonogram gel that they use, but it's a tank full, and it's the color purple, and they use vibrations and to break up kidney stones in my mama's kidney so they could pass. She used to get them constantly. She would have to go and get this treatment once every week when she was living. They had that technology over here too in different machines. I know they use that vibration and frequencies in that for kidney stones. I'm sure it's other um
That MRI machine make a lot of noise, and I don't never want to get back to one of those.
say that again.
Them MRI machine.
Yeah.
I don't want to get in nothing that can see through my body.
I felt like I was in a casket.
Hey, Doug, while y'all was talking, um, I thought Gargamel was a Smurf.
It
I
is.
thought Gargamel, actually, he wasn't a Smurf. He was the one that wanted to kill the Smurfs, right? Capture them, right?
Yeah.
Y'all knew he was named after a bubble chamber
Nope.
designed to detect neutrinos. How about that? While y'all
That's
was
what
talking,
that's what we just got through talking about.
yeah, yeah.
Argument.
And those places be so big, it takes so much energy to run them.
Hey, I just said,
I
pay
know.
attention to these words of where you hear them from, folks. You might hear them in a cartoon or a movie. Hey,
Correct.
I'm just saying.
That's where they hid the truth at. They think we gonna look at cartoons like that's for play. So, we ain't gonna get nothing out of that. That's a cartoon. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But it's a lot of truth in them cartoons, though.
a whole lot, a whole
We
lot.
ain't even we ain't made it to the Jetsons yet. But look at how old the Jetsons is, and look at where we headed.
Right.
So in the 70s, their biggest accelerator. So that's what these machines are called, accelerators.
Yeah.
And in the 70s, the biggest one was the super proton synchrotron. I'm it's given Dexter's laboratory.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the other Pinky and the Brain? All of that.
Yeah.
Rigor mortis.
This shit is
Ain't
crazy.
All of them.
ain't that what's set up in your body after you leave here?
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's crazy how they take these, but that's what they said in the old books and stuff like that. That's what it say, that they took everything that, you know what I'm saying, and reversed it and turned it upside down. So made it hard for us to even understand what's really going on.
This shit'll drive you slap back crazy.
Just light up a blunt and deep sea dive. You
But
gonna
I
have to
didn't.
be hot. You definitely gonna have to be hot.
Yeah, and I think they was.
Go
You ain't want to know nothing about none of this stuff though. See, Vol, if you ain't think got high. But see, I think they was on
They
some.
talk about this stuff at the NASA Space Center.
What they say
no,
when they say you high.
they actually have
Big
their own
Carter.
convention separate from.
Well, I was saying that they called it "You High as the Sky" and Cloud Nine and all of that. Everything since I've been young, if they talking about some high, about getting high off any kind of drugs, they sent you to space. So you know
Yeah,
I,
they had.
beam them up, Patty.
I
There
guess
you
some people
go.
that went down to try to see the Titanic was high. They had to be high than giraffe pussy.
I wouldn't
I
doubt it.
thought I thought that the Atlas experiment was for them to find the moon. Wasn't it for them to land on the moon?
What was?
Atlas. Wasn't that what they call it when they was trying to land on the moon?
If I ain't mistaken, a long time ago when it first came out, that's what it would come out of. If I ain't
Uh,
mistaken.
uh. I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't think they've been
It
there
was
neither, but
the
you know.
Atlas that so called. Okay, well that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Otto. So what I'm reading, and then I got they did video. They did. I got it queued up. We're gonna go into it. Um, let me just say
I'm
this.
talking to the
This
moon.
according to this website, how did we discover the Higgs boson? Uh, they say the Atlas experiment. So when they told us that they was looking for the moon, they actually was not. So that's probably why they came out with that fake ass motherfucking uh moon video. So
Now
that they could do this.
you see the pictures that our phone take, right?
Yeah.
Now you know good and well they got stuff more advanced than our phones. So why the pictures that they give us when they leave here look like cartoon pictures or AI generated pictures? Why y'all just can't take pictures of what y'all see up there and give us what y'all looking at? It's always just you damn near can tell that it's not real though.
Hmm. All right. Y'all, here go another submitted video. Shout out to They Did. He coming through.
Earth, our home planet, a tiny blue dot floating in the immense cosmic ocean. Here resides everyone you ever knew, every human who ever lived, every story that was ever told. It's where our journey begins, but as we zoom out, beyond our atmosphere, past the moon, beyond the familiar planets and the sun, we embark on an epic quest, a quest to grasp the true scale of our universe. As we leave Earth's embrace, the first marker on our cosmic journey is the moon. About 384,400 kilometers away, a distance so vast that if you were to drive a car at a constant speed of 100 kilometers per hour, It would take you over 160 days to reach it. And from this lunar vantage point, Earth appears as a fragile sphere of blues and greens, cradled in the black void of space, a sight that puts our existence into a humbling perspective. This is Earth as seen from the moon. As we continue our outward journey, the next milestone is the Sun, lying approximately 1 astronomical unit away from Earth. This unit, equivalent to about 150 million kilometers, is the standard measuring stick for distances in our solar system. Imagine this. Light, traveling at an astounding speed of 300,000 kilometers per second, takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds to journey from the Sun to Earth. If you were to travel this distance in a commercial jet, flying at 900 kilometers per hour, it would take you about 19 years. This immense distance is a stark reminder of the vastness of space, even within our own solar system. The Sun, a fiery behemoth, provides life-sustaining energy to our planet from this incredible distance. Venturing beyond our home planet and its solar companion, the Sun, we set our sights on Mars, our enigmatic red neighbor. Mars, at its closest approach to Earth, is about 54.6 million kilometers away. However, this distance can stretch up to 401 million kilometers when the two planets are on opposite sides of the Sun. To put that in perspective, traveling to Mars at the speed of a commercial jet would take upwards of 50 years. This vast expanse of space between Earth and Mars has been a significant challenge for space exploration. The rovers and probes we've sent to the Red Planet embark on a journey that is not just far, but fraught with complexities due to the constantly changing distances and orbital dynamics. As we journey to the outermost reaches of our solar system, we encounter Neptune, the distant ice giant. Lying roughly 4.5 billion kilometers from Earth, Neptune marks the edge of our solar neighborhood. Sunlight, racing across the vacuum of space, takes about 4 hours and 15 minutes to reach Neptune from the Sun. This staggering distance showcases the enormity of our solar system. Launched in 1977, the Voyager 1 space probe represents humanity's insatiable curiosity and our desire to explore beyond known boundaries. As of now, Voyager 1 has traveled for over 4 decades, covering a staggering distance of more than 22 billion kilometers from Earth. It's the farthest human-made object from our planet, a silent wanderer in the cosmic sea. In 1990, at the suggestion of the renowned astronomer Carl Sagan, Voyager 1 turned its camera back towards Earth for one final photograph. This resulted in the iconic pale blue dot image. At a distance of about 6 billion kilometers from Earth, our planet appeared as a tiny, faint dot in the vastness of space. Sagan poetically reflected on this image, emphasizing our responsibility to cherish and preserve our only home, a small speck in the immense universe. At the very fringes of our solar system lies the Oort cloud, a vast theoretical sphere of icy objects. This distant cloud is thought to extend up to a staggering 100,000 astronomical units from the Sun. That's about 1.9 light years, a distance so immense that it's on the cusp of interstellar space. Scientists determine the boundary of interstellar space, known as the heliopause, where the Sun's solar wind is stopped by the interstellar medium. This is where the influence of our Sun ceases and the vast realm of interstellar space begins. The Oort cloud represents the final frontier of our solar system, a boundary zone where the Sun's influence wanes and the cosmic journey into the galaxy truly begins. As we venture beyond the confines of our solar system, our next point of interest is Alpha Centauri, the closest star system to our Sun. Located about 41.3 trillion kilometers away, this distance is equivalent to over 276,000 astronomical units. At such colossal distances, the AU, a measure so convenient within our solar system, begins to lose its practicality. Hence, astronomers use the light year, the distance light travels in 1 year for interstellar measurements. Alpha Centauri is about 4.4 light-years away from us. Considering our current space travel technology, a journey to Alpha Centauri is almost unfathomable. For instance, the Voyager spacecraft, traveling at about 17 kilometers per second, would take over 70,000 years to reach this neighboring star system. This immense distance underscores the vastness of space that separates the stars and highlights the challenges of interstellar travel. Our journey now takes us to the grand scale of our home galaxy, the Milky Way. Spanning about 100,000 light-years in diameter, this vast spiral galaxy is home to hundreds of billions of stars, each potentially hosting their own planetary systems. Within this immense structure, there's a tiny sphere known as the human radio bubble, extending about 100 light-years from Earth. This bubble represents the farthest extent of human influence in the cosmos, the reach of radio and television broadcasts into space. Beyond this bubble, it's as if humanity never existed. Any civilizations residing in the vast majority of our galaxy would be oblivious to our presence, given that our signals haven't reached them yet. The scale of the Milky Way is so vast that our entire recorded history is but a whisper in the cosmic wind, undetectable beyond this small bubble. As we leave the Milky Way, we enter the vast, almost incomprehensible realm of intergalactic space. Here, galaxies float in the cosmic ocean, separated by mind-boggling distances. Our galaxy is part of a small cosmic neighborhood known as the local group, a cluster of more than 50 galaxies spread across approximately 10 million light-years. The local group is a diverse assembly, including not just spiral galaxies like the Milky Way and Andromeda, but also a multitude of smaller dwarf galaxies. The distances here are so vast that light from one end of the local group to the other would take 10 million years to traverse. This scale dwarfs anything within our own galaxy, underscoring the enormity of the universe. Intergalactic space is a silent expanse, a vast wilderness between the islands of galactic light. In this immense void, our galaxy, home to our entire history, is just a tiny speck among many, a single story in the grand cosmic library. As we extend our cosmic gaze beyond the local group, we enter the colossal Virgo supercluster, an immense collection of galaxy groups and clusters, including our own local group. Encompassing a region of space about 110 million light-years in diameter, or 33 megaparsecs, the Virgo supercluster is a titanic structure in the universe, containing thousands of galaxies from at least 100 galaxy groups and clusters, each with their own myriad stars and planets. As we journey outward from the Virgo supercluster, we arrive at an even more staggering cosmic structure, the Laniakea supercluster. This immense congregation of galaxies, which includes the Virgo supercluster and extends over 500 million light-years, is our galactic home on a grand scale. Laniakea, meaning immense heaven in Hawaiian, truly lives up to its name. Containing the mass of 100 million billion suns, Laniakea is a gravitational masterpiece, with galaxy clusters, superclusters, and countless celestial bodies bound in a cosmic web of attraction and motion. At the heart of Laniakea lies the Great Attractor, a mysterious region of space that exerts a massive gravitational pull on the galaxies within this supercluster. In this vast expanse, our Milky Way, the entire local group, and even the Virgo supercluster are just tiny components of this gigantic structure. Laniakea provides a profound context for our existence. In this immense supercluster, we are part of something far greater and more majestic than we can fully comprehend. As we reach the boundaries of our cosmic exploration, we encounter the limits of the observable universe, an astronomical marvel stretching about 93 billion light-years in diameter. This begs a fascinating question. If the universe is only 13.8 billion years old, how can it be so vast? The answer lies in the nature of cosmic expansion. The universe has been expanding since the Big Bang, stretching space and increasing distances between celestial bodies. But what lies beyond the observable universe? This remains one of the greatest mysteries of cosmology. Some regions of space are expanding away from us faster than the speed of light, placing them forever out of our view. Consequently, the true size of the entire universe remains unknown and potentially infinite. The observable universe, vast as it is, might just be a tiny fragment of the entire cosmic expanse. We are left with the humbling realization that there might always be regions of space, entire galaxies and wonders that we will never witness as they retreat endlessly into the depths of the ever-expanding universe.
All right, we lost Sweet Babe and we lost Slump, but although it's just me and you,
Now, how would they know about any of that, though? All right, first thing is, did you hear him say that it take certain amount of light years to get to the
19 years.
light years? Now that's different.
Years.
That's different
Oh,
from
I thought
eye
you said
years.
19 years.
No, light
To get to the
years.
sun. Oh, okay.
Now that's longer than we've been living. So ain't nobody been transferring that information to y'all. It's gotta come from somewhere else.
Well, they
You see
said
what I'm
that. They said celestial beings. They said that in that video. They snuck it in there, but they said it.
okay.
They snuck it in there, but they said it. So while we was watching that video, um, I just wanted to see what the fuck. Because at the end of the day, what we're talking about, at the root of it is particle accelerator, right?
Right.
Technology that goes and fucks with particles.
Yeah.
So I wanted
Particles that's smaller.
okay. I wanted to see how many of them, how many of these accelerators was in the United States. But physics is what they call it. But they have over 200 scientists, engineers, and technicians at over 200 universities, institutes, and laboratories throughout the U.S. who are working in partnership with their international colleagues to build high tech tools and components, conduct scientific research, train and educate the next generation of innovators, valuing equity, diversity, and inclusion. Oh, there go the diversity and inclusion. That mean they fucking with niggas. The field is committed to increasing participation of the underrepresented groups. That's talking about niggas. Particle physics activities in the U.S. attract some of the biggest scientists from around the world. The map indicates institutions receiving federal research funding. So, Slump, we was looking for this. Is what we was wondering, right? So these are just some institutions that receive the federal funding. Okay. I guess the bigger the dot, the bigger the motherfucking institution. But here they go. So, if y'all are interested in physics, here y'all
Uh,
go.
I was
So we
more interested in anatomy and biology versus physics because see that's somewhere I knew, you know, I've never seen a black person in going to the moon or really working for NASA for one, you know what I'm saying? So that ain't something I was looking to do, because I didn't believe that they was doing that. They was even going themselves. That's why they so secretive and like I was telling you about them pictures and stuff. The pictures don't be adding up to me. How you got where you getting light from in a big vast darkness to even take these pictures?
Hey, melanated queen. Okay, sweet babe. Although no, they did say the telescopes can though as space objects. There are telescopes now that are in space. With powerful telescopes, they can effectively look back in time in space. So, uh, shit, I guess that's what they meant when they said they fucking with where is it? Um, quantum, quantum physics. You know what I'm talking about?
Right. Right.
They going back in time. Salute to the super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you, baby. They're going to put a melanated person on the moon as part of the next moon mission. Yeah, that's what the fuck they just said. I just read that. Whenever you
Won't
hear
be me.
diversity and inclusion and underrepresented groups, that is
Right.
political correctness for niggas.
There you go. And
Yo,
look, what nigga that's gonna be.
oh,
You know how the nigga die before the credits get through rolling in the movies.
you know what I'm
So
saying? The nigga die first. Shit, they better take Barack bitch ass and put him on. Take what this whole name running for president?
Kamala.
Yeah, she a proud nigga. Take that bitch. Use her.
Yeah. See if she'll suit and boot up.
Yeah. So y'all, this is actually not too far from me. How about that? This is in Livingston Parish.
Yeah, y'all got the records. Y'all they came from Alexandria, didn't it?
Who came from Alexander?
The first, library with the information and stuff in it.
Alexandria, Virginia.
That's Virginia?
Yeah, that's Virginia.
Okay. I always just read the Library of Alexandria, so I thought for
Yeah.
sure it was Louisiana. Yeah.
Yep. They talking about Virginia. They don't give us shit here. Alexandria, Louisiana, they ain't giving us shit here. Okay. Absolutely the fuck not. Um. So yeah, they got this out there in the middle of the forest, and what they have is two gravitational wave detectors, and they listen for the faint whispers of gravitational waves from the most energetic events in the universe. That's why Louisiana fucked up. See, that's why we got more people in the prison system than any other sovereign nation in the motherfucking NATO. Right there. But why would they want that here? Why? Why the fuck they want that here? Shit. Kamala somewhere laughing her ass off. Hell yeah, her and that nigga. So I just wanted to show y'all that,
Yeah.
that they do have a few of they little technological machines out here in Louisiana as well.
Yeah, I don't think all AI would be bad. It's just they take it so far though. Cause some of this stuff is cool, the fact that you did come up with the phone to where I could talk to somebody, on the other side of the country. But like I said, the more you dibble and dabble in it, because see, we can't even see the waves and things that they use to even make that call. We can't see if that's doing something to our body or not. You know what I'm saying?
But have said that it is. There are the good scientists who have went and fought on Congress to stop shit because of the damage that it will do to the human body. Like 5G technology, them people cut up on Congress, man. They really cut up on Congress, showing that that shit ain't no good. It's gonna fuck with humans.
Yeah, I read about that
AT&T
5G.
and Verizon say buy motherfucking money on
Yeah, they said that 5G causing cancer and a A lot of stuff though, but I believe that's the way they designed it. That's why they keep pushing it like they pushing it because they know that it's gonna. Well, what you call it? It's another form of population control. When you killing them slow,
Right.
you know. Yeah, you kill them slow
And
so it don't look like it's your fault.
big facts. And they already told us that they here to preserve the world. They want to preserve the world's resources and energy and all that good shit. You know what I'm talking about?
But
So
how you
we got
preserving them?
another. Go
Using it
ahead.
for garbage like that.
Come on, man.
You
Come
know,
on.
like I said, stuff we don't need. Now, who needs a car that'll drive itself?
Hmm.
Now, you know, if you that lazy, sit at the crib,
You know,
call your Uber or something, because driving itself, you know, you gonna trust the computer that much? You trust the computer to put everybody money and funds and things in it to where, you know, so it's just that's too far to me, you know, and knowing that they hacking stuff, knowing that people tapping in stuff, taking people's stuff. So why would we want to constantly go farther?
because it ain't never enough.
Yeah,
It's
like they
never
said,
enough.
that's a nigga
That's
for you.
human nature. Yep. Quick story. They put a tower next to the fire station. They started getting sick and made them take it down. Yeah, it had a lot of people who were banding together, especially in California, and they were saying, fuck that, we don't want that shit. And theorists said that that's why they actually put the world on lockdown. Because they was installed. They was putting them bitches up so fast. Okay. But I think that if I did that story, I have to put the link on my community wall because Dane Calloway fucked with it. And when Dane Calloway fucked with that during that time, during 2020, when he fucked with that topic, that boy had to make another channel. Let's just say that. But let's go ahead. Sweet Babe, our sweet babe whose pussy smells like strawberries, submitted a video for us to watch. And then I think this is gonna be the last video, and from there we just gonna run it. Okay.
Wonders of the modern world. It's believed to be the largest and most complex machine mankind has ever created. Buried hundreds of feet beneath Switzerland and France, the collider smashes subatomic enormous energy. By studying the collisions, scientists have already made a major discovery, the Higgs boson. Some call it the God particle. They're now hoping to learn a lot more because after 2 years of repairs and upgrades, the collider has begun smashing particles at nearly double the power. The things it's searching for now sound like they're straight out of science fiction. Security is tight at the Large Hadron Collider. You need an iris scan to get inside.
Thank you. You have been identified.
The entire complex is buried deep underground.
You can see power, cooling.
And this is the heart of it. Is this where the collision takes place?
The protons come down this pipe, down this orange pipe.
American physicist Greg Rockness showed us one of the 4 detectors where subatomic particles called protons ram into each other at nearly the speed of light to simulate conditions that are believed to have existed when the universe began. Is there a boom? Is there noise?
There's no noise, but there's a flash of light, and the particles fly off, and you're taking a look into the basically a microscopic view of the Big Bang.
This is what the inside of the detector looks like. It's stuffed with magnets, electronics, and sensors. Creating a miniature version of the Big Bang isn't easy. Before the particles get here, they travel through a long tunnel that Rockness took us down into during a maintenance break. For 17 miles?
For 17 miles.
In a big loop, a big circle.
In a big loop, that's right.
The loop runs beneath the countryside of Switzerland and France, not far from Geneva. The tunnel is so vast, workers zip around on bicycles. The particles zip through these pipes, guided by supercooled magnets. When the protons are going through the tunnel, it's very cold. How cold does it actually get?
It's somewhere on the order of negative 450 degrees Fahrenheit.
Is that colder than outer space?
That's colder than outer space.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Now, I hear that when the collision takes place, that the temperatures spike. They go way high. How high do they go?
They can be up to the order of 10,000 times hotter than the center of the sun.
No.
Yeah.
So it goes from the coldest ever to the hottest ever.
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
The data is analyzed by thousands of computers here and around the world. This is what an image of the collisions looks like, with particles flying off in every direction.
Every time there's a small dot here, that's 2 protons colliding.
By carefully analyzing the data from the collisions, scientists were able to find the holy grail of modern physics, a particle known as the Higgs boson, or just the Higgs. The Higgs gives all the other particles mass. Without it, molecules would not exist, trees, rocks, mountains would not exist, we would not exist.
There are collisions 40 million times per second.
Oh my gosh. The Higgs may have been found here in the collider in Switzerland, but it was conceived in Scotland by a person almost as hard to find as the particle itself. Peter Higgs doesn't have much use for computers, email, or cell phones, and doesn't own a TV. In 1964, he was a junior professor at the University of Edinburgh when he came up with his theory. He was 35 at the time and not taken seriously.
Not many people took much notice of this kind of theory at the time. They were doing other things, which was why it was left to a few people, few eccentrics to do it.
Did you use any machines or any special equipment?
A pencil and paper.
A pencil and paper? That's all you used?
Well, that's all you need for writing equations.
Higgs' simple and elegant equation gained credence over the years, but there was no machine powerful enough to put it to the test until the Large Hadron Collider was built by the European Organization for Nuclear Research, known as CERN. Finally, the collider really did prove that you were right. And in 2012, I believe you were there at CERN.
I was there. I was more or less summoned. I was told in a message, tell Peter if he doesn't come to CERN on July the 4th, he will probably regret it.
He went to CERN along with hundreds of other physicists who assembled to hear whether the collider had proved Higgs' theory.
It was like the Olympics of particle physics. When they showed the money plot, the picture that made it clear that there was a bump, which could be the Higgs boson, there was a gasp in the audience where everyone went, oh! And it's true because it was absolutely clear that had to be something that we hadn't seen before.
I think we have it. You agree? Yeah.
In the audience, the one-time eccentric teared up. This guaranteed Peter Higgs a place in history.
It's hard to tell in words.
In January, Italian physicist Fabiola Giannotti will become CERN's first female director general. She will oversee the souped-up $8 billion collider that 10,000 scientists around the world work on as they search for new breakthroughs that could revolutionize society in ways that are hard to imagine. Is it possible that there's and I read this in science fiction, that there's a whole dimension, a dimension that we don't even know about?
They already blocked it out. There are theories, theory in particle physics that predict the existence of additional dimensions. String theories, for instance.
Damn, Pam. Bring your head back up so they can't see us. Otto just said we can do what the fuck if we go fight each other and shit.
Yeah, they used to get Amore like this with the music too.
But damn, this ain't music. We just trying to teach the people.
You gotta be careful with those kind of videos though.
I know.
And then that's 60 minutes video. You know,
Yup,
all that
they
stuff is
about that
copyrighted and
shit.
everything.
Yup. Yup. So where he get the numbers from to even come up with these equations? Once I found out you lied to me once, it's hard for me to trust you. Say anything. Man, these motherfucking people playing with these motherfucking aliens. They were playing with these motherfucking aliens. It's again, it's another story about the fallen angels. It's like the updated version. So is it aliens or is it other rebellious rambunctious ass angels?
Um,
Hey boo.
Good. Don't lose your monetization.
I ain't gonna play it no more. I'm through
What was you
playing.
playing?
Your video got me struck. Okay, we back. We back.
What video you was playing?
I I was playing. It must have been because it was 60 minutes, and they shit. You know what I'm talking about? They said fuck that bitch. That belong to me. You can't play that. My fucking bad. Okay.
Oh, you was playing
My
somebody
fucking.
else video? Cause I just about to say my video didn't get you struck.
No, I wasn't talking to you.
Ah.
I wasn't talking to you. I wasn't talking to you. Yeah, I wasn't talking to you then. I had put the disclaimer up a little too motherfucking late. I know Melanated Queen. We back now. Good thing I said that was the last video we was gonna play, and then we was gonna just start running it. See, my spider senses had said something. But again, shout out to the subs that motherfucking me submit the videos for us to watch. I just can't. I am Miss T. I just can't. I can't play everything, y'all. Some people say, "Hey, this my shit," and you can't fuck with it. Send them to my motherfucking channel. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It is what it is. So y'all, I had to put up a new hit my cash out motherfucking banner. I deleted the old one with my titties showing through them little cracks because I'm gonna be somebody's wife now. Okay, can't do that no more. I can't be soliciting like that. But yeah. Shout out to y'all, man. So room shaker,
but
what
you
y'all
make
think?
that make sense though, C-Ball. How they striking educational stuff now. Now just think about it. If you made an educational channel, you see it's educational because that's all you really doing is making stuff to inform people about. Now if a person ain't taking it, uploading it on their channel, trying to make it like it's their information, yeah, you gonna strike them. But if somebody got it, playing it, talking about it, what you striking them for?
Because
Well, see, they give us the options. Do we want to allow other people to play our content? And as long as we check that option, they gon' stop people from playing it anyway. We ain't gotta strike them. YouTube gonna strike them because we didn't consent, so we gonna allow other people to play our content.
And I feel you, Shaker. That's what I was saying. You make your channel is an educational channel. So why you don't want that being shared?
Because I feel like whatever I did to come up with my commentary, you know, something commentary. A lot of people use cheat sheets. They want to play other people's lives all day, or they want to just keep recapping the same thing. And YouTube feel like that's the way to cheat them out of money because if they already paid for this content, why should they have to pay again?
And I feel it, but as my
I feel
sticker says, uh, I don't monetize my videos, but I get it. I get
yeah.
that part. Although I do right.
Yeah,
If
me too.
motherfucker done paid and they done traveled and they done put their money and invested into coming up with this content, they say, bitch, if you want to see it, come see it over here. I get it. I ain't mad at them. I can't be mad at somebody for saying, bitch, I spent money and resources and time to produce this content, and you don't get to just use it on your shit. I ain't mad at them for that.
Let
So
me
like,
ask you this. Let me ask you this. On those other videos you played, how do you know if you can play them or not? You just taking a risk?
yeah.
And I'll be damn
Well,
this damn
see,
thing.
if they didn't check that box, you would find out. They'll find out later because you in the studios. It tells you if your content from your page is being played anywhere else, and it'll give you your option to strike. It'll give you your option to request a removal. It'll give you options and tell you you can proceed and deal with it how you see fit.
Yeah. It's just some folks you can't mess with because they got rid of that so fast. They did that faster
Yeah,
than the
and I
music.
really thought it was interesting too, you know.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
play that.
So, I will sometimes I take the time and I'll screen record what it is that, especially if it's on a platform that I know don't want you to replay they shit. I'll screen record it, take it to Canva, chop it up. You can't just play it in its original context. You got to put in that motherfucking work. You know what I'm saying? You got to put in the work so that you're not just um replaying and
Wow.
reusing their exact content. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I get that. I get that. When I first got on YouTube, I ain't gonna lie. Um, a lot of my older videos, I would actually take the time to go and screen record what I wanted and, you know, fuck with it and manipulate it and then upload it. Um, but that shit wasn't paying off, so I quit putting all my time in this shit. Because it
Right.
takes time. It takes time. It's a lot. It's a job, and for me, YouTube it's not a job. It wasn't paying, and I just so I quit giving it my time like that. But again, now that we are a monetized platform, although we do not monetize our videos, y'all please bear with me because I was full of Zans when I hit apply and was shocked when they gave it to me. I wasn't even trying. But for y'all that did get memberships, believe me, baby. Okay, October once. Listen, I got September. I got trial. October, I was getting married. But I promise y'all, before this year is over with, I will have a a way for our members and people who want to have these type of discussions to be able to have it outside of YouTube without worrying about being doxxed and all that other stupid ass shit. Okay, y'all, the channel did get monetized. Y'all have invested into me. Y'all have shown me that y'all fucking with me. So it's only right that I reciprocate that energy. Okay, it's the tribe. So just bear with me. Just give me 2 months.
Let me say this, Slump. The rules as followed. If you want me to pull up to any destination and any site, all you gotta do is supply the gas and send me an address. And hopefully it's inside the Chicago area. Cause I don't know if I'm too busy going out the area. It depends on how far it is away.
I'm
And
gonna
if
tell
it's a
you
secure
exactly where
area,
it is.
I go get you the footage and stuff they need, but I'm not getting no trespassing charges because it ain't that serious for me.
I'm gonna tell you exactly where it's at. Hold on, because I had just seen it.
I can see Rome shaking down. Now what is this shit? What is this?
What is what?
I guess the building or the thing that they built down there.
The
The
same
Girl,
thing.
city.
as long
I
as you don't
wouldn't
want
mind.
me to get an equity, because then I'm gonna have to make sure I be I would be good in the house. And I can hold the conversation because if the conversation boring, I'm just gonna record it and let y'all listen to it for y'allself. I'm gonna tune the hell out of Fab a blunt or something.
It's
I don't
in
believe it. I don't believe
Batavia,
you let you close to
Illinois.
them places.
It depends. Oh yeah, for all y'all that was sitting here saying, covering that story about them damn Venezuelans and them immigrants and stuff taking over apartment building in Chicago. That did not happen. That's a lie. That's a propaganda. That's people. Because I went to the destination where it's supposed to be. I also went to talk to some people I talked to in law enforcement when I be politicking and stuff. And they said, "Oh, that's a lie. That's a propaganda. That's for people to start a war amongst the people." And he was like, "I knew you wouldn't fall for it." I said, "Nah." And he's like, "You just gotta stay woke because they trying to make y'all focus on these people being here to
It's
distract
election
y'all what they
season.
doing with the presidential race and stuff."
Yeah, it's the election season. You always find stuff like that going on during election time. It's just
Mhm.
election years. You're gonna have immigration issues and you're gonna have school shooting issues. And baby, listen, I found a funny meme. Although now that you say that, let me put it up. And I thought it
Okay,
was
and I can barely see that.
um hold on. That what they trying to do though. Come on, do a civil war. All right, but Room Shaker, you. So the one in Illinois, is called the Fermi National Accelerator Laboratory. It's a historic site in Batavia, Illinois.
I ain't never heard of it.
Me either. So let's see, how far is Batavia
I'm talking
from
about I ain't
Chicago?
never heard of that city either. Go ahead.
Let me see. How far is Batavia from Chicago? 1 hour and 22 minutes.
Oh,
You're gonna take 290 to 88 West.
okay. Well,
So
yeah, if he wants me to pull up there and give him a visual on that, he will have to furnish the gas. I could furnish my meal and my drinks and stuff on my way up there. Because the L ain't nuts. I drive that every day. So you can go ahead and furnish the gas and I'll take that ride. But you got to get me there and back and I good. Oh, you said make sure the site. Look, I'm trying to. I'm a uniform. I want to be there. Just let you know when you get on the board. I'm gonna let y'all call me when I arrive. I'm gonna tell the people to subscribe to my channel. I'm like, look, I don't even know what the hell this is. I'm being nosy. Somebody paid me to come here and see what this is about. Either you gonna answer or you ain't. If you tell me to get off your property, I'm gonna turn around and leave. Like, it's just that serious. You can't charge me for that. Like, I'm gonna go back. And y'all gonna watch me leave, but then I'm gonna make y'all keep me company while I do that Alpha drive back. He said, Madam Kiss, wait, is this week? What did
They
you say?
probably have two tours.
I'm finna.
What
I was
is
looking it up. Now.
Kiss Wait? He said, Madam Kiss, wait, is this week? Who is we? Respond to what big I'm talking about.
I don't know. That's why I didn't respond. I don't know what he's talking about.
Cause he said, Madam Kiss, wait, is this week? What do you mean week? Is you up here, Big Slum? Do you want to ride with me or something? Let me find out some. What's going on? What is this about? What is this about? Madam Kids, hold up. Is this where the incident happened? What incident? I think he mistyped.
Oh, no, he ain't. The shutdown is an effort at closing a budget shortfall. It's closed. It closed temporarily in August. They claim due to a budget issue.
Oh, they just, something, they just said another budget issue where they finna shut the city down from hiring. I told them, yeah, I'm finna let Chicago see me in my rear view anyway. Cause they finna close the city down from hiring because they said they there's a lot of stuff this damn city done fucked up taking care of the migrants. They didn't sell the parking meters like they was supposed to get that $1 billion contract that people trying to offer them to help Chicago and bail Chicago out. But how you telling us you broke and you finna stop overtime and you finna let people go and y'all doing layoffs and cutoffs, but y'all constantly pushing 9,000 to the migrants. And also talking to my politician friends today, I found out that some of these migrants not only getting 9K, but they getting 15K to be here. They getting 15K, not 1,500, 15K to be here. It depends on you, your size, and your family, and how many people came with you that they can label as one whole family.
Okay, so they closed it in August, but they done opened it back up. And to answer y'all question, come visit us. Yeah, they do let you come visit. But I don't know if they'll let you see nothing that we want to see, the good shit.
You
It's
said
closed today.
that is it. Okay.
Do you remember?
When you want me to go? Let me know so I can lock it in my schedule and I can make sure my devices is fully charged. I can fill the coolers up with some drinks. Just let me know when you want that footage, and if they want us to visit, you can give me a list of questions you will want me to ask. Now they might say on their property I can't record. I will make sure I ask all that in my live. So if they don't want me to record nothing in the inside, I can ask them to answer all our questions, and then just give me a tour after the fact, and I can come back and put in my own words what I seen while I was there.
You probably can call and ask before you make a blank trip.
I thought he still wanted to see how the building and shit look.
Yeah, so they let you come. They let you come and tour it. They got tours, public tours by registry. You have to register for it.
Okay.
It offers hands-on exhibits for in-person visitors, and they actually have online virtual exhibits. Volunteer, you
Yeah,
can be
but if we do
fishing.
a virtual visit, that means that that's their footage. I ain't just putting nobody else footage on my live.
Right. I was just saying. I'm just reading the website.
Oh.
Every month, Firmalab offers numerous events for the public. So they have public events. But I think what we want to see is the mother freaking accelerator. We want to. Can we see the actual accelerator?
They said, do y'all remember how cold Buddy said it was at the sun? If it's cold in there, I'm not going in there. I'm telling you that now. If it's cold, I'm not the one to go. I'll go do the grounds, walk around the grounds and stuff. But I'm not going into no place like no freezer. Been there, done that. I remember I used to work in a place like that. We had to have long johns, long sleeves, turtlenecks, and jogging pants, and all type of stuff. I'm not doing that. And you
Now,
still can get sick.
so are these the different accelerators? Because we learned that Doom, right? This one right here, that's the one that we saw in the first video. That's the sister to the big one that they building in Japan right now. You know what I'm talking about? Then you got Pip
It's the
2.
sun supposed to be, because I
The
tuned
sun.
that shit out. I ain't gonna
Oh, okay. Accelerators. Yep. So, hey, Doom scientists, yeah. So you know what I'm saying? They always underground. And they have videos for y'all. So actually, Room Shaker, the Doom, this is it. This is what's there. This is what y'all got in Chicago.
I ain't got to finish Chicago with
That's
Lakeside.
I mean, in Illinois. My bad. So this is actually the one that's in Illinois. Ow. Ow. Okay. Okay. See, I wonder if they'll let you. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know, but that's that. That's that.
Yeah, I doubt if we can go in the inside. We probably can walk around the grounds all day long.
What? Both y'all just talking.
Go ahead, Shay.
I said, well, I don't want to count. I ain't never seen I don't want to count. You said 40 miles west of Southtown allegedly. Well, slump. How soon do you want this material? When do you want this material? All you gotta do HBIC_RS is my Instagram. Or you can send the cash app and put a response on that. And when if you do it tomorrow, I can leave right after I drop the kids off at school and daycare. And then I can be on my way back before they get out of school and daycare.
You could put a pack of
You
Takis
said
in
you can put a pack of right. How about do that? Get
I
somebody
wish
to go to
they
jail.
would.
That's a fortune a million or a donkey, baby. That ain't gonna work over here.
I wish I now they did talk about he just talking about the accelerators. I wish they did with the panel. Um fuck what I was gonna tell y'all. I don't remember. I don't remember. So yeah, that's big. That's how they made the blue ones. That's how they
Okay.
made
Do you remember uh hearing about what is it, the equator, right?
right,
It's supposed to run through the center of the earth, right?
right.
Then they said that it was just as hot as the sun.
That's what they said.
Okay, now how is it getting colder and colder down there if the equator is hot as the sun?
Would that mean the sun is getting colder and colder?
I'm I'm just going off what they told us. That's why I say it's so hard to believe anything that they tell you because they reverse it and contradict themselves with stuff like this. Now I learned that about the equator in school, and you know this stuff about CERN. They wasn't talking about that. I ain't learned about that till I was grown. So I'm taking from what I learned in the book about the equator being in the center of the, in the center of the earth, and this is where you drilling, going in the center of the earth. What you talking about is it's so cold, and then all you got to do is if you dug anything over 2 feet and felt that dirt, it's super cold. It's colder down there than it is on top. So how is it getting so hot? I'm not understanding. So you saying it go from cold to hot down there? It just don't make no sense.
Agreed. But
Yeah.
so what you gotta know is the greatest trick the devil ever played was convincing people that he don't exist. And with that being said, you gotta know that I think that in order for them to fuck with us, they have rules, right? It's law to everything. So they have to tell us the truth. Now, how they
Right.
tell us the truth, that's on them. So
Right.
as we can tell, they do so in cartoons, in movies, and things of that nature. But then what they also do is they tell us something else in our academic institutions. That's how you know that it ain't no good because who's the author of confusion?
Satan.
So they tell us the truth, but they tell us the truth where we supposed to think that it's entertain for entertainment purposes only. And then where we supposed to be learning the truth, they lie to us. It be in reverse.
Right.
It be in reverse.
Like the song say, reverse, reverse. No, it's just propaganda, is what they call it. And like I said, stuff about that, like in space and all of that, I ain't never cared no way though, cause who getting in the spaceship to go see if they lying? You see what I'm saying? So
Them
they
people
can
went
have
up
all that.
their ass and stuck up there. Now imagine how much that fucking babysitter cost. Bitch, you said you was leaving for 8 days. You ain't coming back till next year. I know them people went file some money with the state, baby. You got me fucked up. Watching your kid that goddamn long. You stuck your ass out in space that long. And I
Yeah,
was
and
just
yeah, for real though. And it always look like if you check them guys out when they out, if you ever seen them like flying beside the instrument they using or whatever, they on the spaceship or whatever, not just on the moon, but if you ever seen them like go outside of it and have to fix something or doing something, it always look like that they floating in some water. You know what I'm saying? So I always said it looked like that's the water above us, and then it's the same thing like in the ocean. That's what it looked like, and you can't breathe without that astronaut machine. So just like you ain't going deep down in the water without that oxygen tank. So it just seems like it's the same to me.
yeah, I think it's some crazy shit. But
What what
I'm
happened?
interested. What I do know though is that we'll never know. We'll never know everything. You know what I'm saying? We'll never really know. We can dig into it and try to get familiar with it and understand some of the tricks they playing. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, uh, we'll really never fully know what the fuck these people got going on.
No.
But it is very interesting to look into it. You know what I'm saying? To me, I
Yeah,
find
for sure. It lets
yeah,
you know how far they trying to take stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But when I seen them cloning meat, which was years ago, I knew then, it ain't no telling. And I know it went from that to trying to put wombs in men. You know what I'm saying? So
Correct.
uh, yeah, it ain't no telling how far we going now. If you gonna go that far,
They have they were looking for the God particle, but they have what you call God complex. But again, that could just be us Americanized people because they did ain't from over here. And they did say that in other cultures and countries, most of them think that we is funny than a motherfucker with how we give all credit to God. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Everybody has a right to perception is a self entitled thing. You know, you entitled to have and then perceive things the way that you choose to perceive things. Um, some shit gonna catch your eye, catch your ears. Some shit won't. You know what I'm talking about?
that's why they want your pineal gland calcified so they can tell you anything.
Correct. Correct. Correct.
Yeah, 'cause once that jump right there open up, you see a lot of stuff for really what it is.
How did the large accelerator? I want to see that video.
But it's
What
one of them.
video?
I don't know if it's that one in Switzerland or whatever, but I think it is. If you look at it from like an airplane view, it look like that the swastika sign. That's how the building made.
Yup. Slump was saying that something had happened with the large hadron collider, right? and they had these strange noise coming up out of there, and that something was fucking with it.
Them beasts that the Bible talking about, forehead,
The one that's in Illinois.
The one overseas somewhere.
the four-headed dragons, and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Can't be nothing else. Cause that's all we lacking to see, ain't it?
Yeah, it's the beast.
Yeah. So, like to me, that's what you digging out for. That's what you. Once we see that right there, I mean, it's pretty much fulfilled. To be honest.
So is it safe to conclude that from our teachings and spiritual understanding that there were beasts, is what we'll call them, who were confined to earth, and then their descendants uh, were such as Satan, right? They had some that was confined to a certain part of earth, like imprisoned on earth, and then some of them was sentenced to eternal. As long as earth is here, bitch, you got to be here. You will never be able to die and have peace, right? So you got evils that walk the earth, okay, and then you got some that is somewhere entrapped into the earth, and they had these sounds coming from there. Remember that? And everybody was like, it must be the motherfucking giants, them fallen angels. So what if through those sounds and those vibrations and that frequency, they are reaching people? Okay. Oh boy, say he got summons. He got summons. What if they are reaching people and teaching people these physicists and shit? Okay, how to make technology and shit to release them, to do they bidding while they punish. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's what make the most sense. That's what give it logic to me.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cause
Yeah.
that's what a lot of the rappers and artists be doing. The summoning those spirits. They come take them folks over. What they call it, mounting spirits. So they they all say that they have out of body experiences, so to speak. They all say they got alter egos. So that's what makes sense to me. That's why they all go crazy because they be dealing with all them extra spirits and stuff on them.
We just heard in open court on nationally televised motherfucking hearing in court, session in court. We just heard Young Thug manager lawyer say that when he got arrested sacrificing a motherfucking goat. And that the stuff they was bringing out the house wrapped in white was the motherfucking lyrics, because that's how his spiritual practice requires him, you know.
Yeah.
C. Val Madamo is European curiosity, inquisitiveness about everything. And I get that because I'm nosy than a motherfucker too, right? But they did. Here's my thing. As far as this CERN topic, right? This accelerator, this particle accelerator conversation that we've been having for the last 3 hours, right? I've come to my conclusion. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to keep deep sea diving to try to control and try to go. I don't have to be that one. You know what I'm saying? And that's what be wrong with mankind is it's too many chiefs, not enough Indians. Everybody want to be so motherfucking important. That was the whole tale about the fallen angels. Everybody wants this ultimate power, this greatest understanding of everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm satisfied, right? Because the way my head, heart, and soul has concluded this is, oh, okay. This is just a continuation to the spiritual warfare, right? The
Right.
stories that we heard and learned about in biblical times was so long ago. But that war and that those entities and those things never ceased to exist. They still existed over all of this time. And so it's just the continuation thereof. And that's my conclusion to this whole shit. Why are they making these things? What do these things do? All of that. I've honestly in 3 hours I've answered all my own questions. I don't know about y'all,
Right.
but I have. You know what I'm saying? I've
I
answered all
just
my own questions.
I break it down simple, just like, all right, okay, like paper. Paper is it's a good invention, right? It could
Right.
be it's used for good, okay. But
But
look
guess
at
what?
what they had to do to get the paper. Okay,
They had
so
to
which
take
one which
our
one
ID.
which one is more important? The tree or the paper?
The motherfucking tree.
So damn that paper, right?
Correct.
So that's what I say. That's what I mean when I break it down. Like if you gotta take the tree to give us some notebook paper, I'm straight on the paper. Cause since I know what the tree does by itself, I'd rather keep the tree. You see what
Now
I'm saying?
dig this. That right there, how a person answers that question, that is the only real difference between mankind. I don't give a fuck what part of the world you from. I don't give a fuck what language you speak. I don't give a fuck what hue of skin you are. Is that answer to those type of questions that actually separate mankind. That's how I feel anyway. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
That's how I
I
feel.
read they did comment. Now you know that's right, but look at how long it takes for a tree to grow, to get big as it does. Now, if we talking about giving the world paper, see what I'm saying? It'd be different if you was just trying to give a certain people paper. You wouldn't need to take all those trees. But when we talking about giving paper to the world, I'm knowing, that's gonna take. And then they use trees for way more than just paper. So I was just saying, if when we talking about we get paper out of a tree, you can keep the paper then if we got to go that far to take the trees from us, because that's how we even breathe, and that provides oxygen for us. The green, we already cut our grass. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm really finna probably fuck up my channel right now when I say this, but I'm gonna try to uh, be careful at how I say what I'm gonna say. But when the rest of the world was in 2020 and they were so concerned with the 2020 shit, I was one of the ones going around saying, wait, y'all, wait a minute. Y'all forgot about all the fucking fires and all of the forest, the rainforest? Wait, the rainforest still on fucking fire. Y'all talking about this invisible killer that we can't see, don't know where it come from, don't know how to fix it, don't know how to stop it, don't know what caused it, don't know what all this here bullshit. But all you know is that it causes respiratory issues that can be fatal. But what about all the motherfucking rainforest that's still on fire?
blue beam,
Come on.
because ain't no cigarette or nothing doing that. That's got to be intentionally set, or you know what I mean. And then you can't. I mean, what you doing? I guess you coming over the top of that land with fuel or something, and then coming with some fire. Because if you've ever
I
tried to
think it's
burn
the
something like
ground
that,
is hot.
Huh?
I said I think the ground is hot.
yeah, but not catching it on fire though. Now that's just my opinion now, sweet baby. Like I say, I don't look how hot it
It
get
can take.
around here.
It can take. It can take. Like they were saying, a particle matter, something can be combined or combust to cause you know, to flame up. Possibility. Just my theory, my thought.
Well, I kind of thought that too till I seen them burn Hawaii up like they did. That kind of let me know that y'all can burn some stuff up. You know, when
You
you
know
when you
how
get
you take this. You know how you put a micro. I mean what you call it? Uh what you call those magnifying glasses and put it in the sun over something and to catch a fire.
Yeah.
yeah, but it takes something. You got to enhance that sun with something to even do that. You
No,
know,
you
like you
don't.
said, you got to. I'm talking about the magnifying glass, sweet baby. You
You
ain't
take a
nothing.
magnifying glass. You take the magnifying glass. You take the magnifying glass in the sun and direct it over some grass or something
Right,
dry.
right,
It can start a fire. That's what I'm
right,
saying. There's three molecules. There's three elements that's combined right there to make a combustion of a flame. Make it flame up.
right. And that's what I'm saying. They got to be doing it because who putting the
How they gonna
magnifying
be
glass?
doing it if you got the sun? If you got the sun beaming on the glass, and then you got the grass laying down there, how
Where the
can you? How
magnifying glass is?
I don't know. I said that's one way you can start a fire. It can be something. The solar rays of the sun bouncing off or something. You know, they building them solar panels and all of that stuff in going towards west. I see a lot of solar panels out there when I went to California going towards the desert. I said, now where they got all these solar panels standing up, facing the sky and stuff like that. They get their energy off of it.
Yeah, Trump
There's
was
a
talking about that in the debate last night.
yeah, so I
Talking about,
mean that could possibly and that ground be so hot too.
it could be, it could be. I just feel like they doing it on purpose because they be burning people out. You know what I mean? But that's just my opinion. Because like I said, once I saw that they was burning trees and stuff from the inside out, and they had just like if your house catch on fire and you got plants and stuff outside out there, all that's right there gonna be gonna die off from that heat from that house. Ain't nothing gonna be able to stand that heat. Not nothing like that. Not no plants or no flowers or the trees gonna even be scorched. But I seen pictures of houses burnt and right outside the house you still got plants and stuff out there that look like they was just planted. Like it didn't even get scorched or they didn't even wither. So that looked like some different type of stuff right there. You know what I mean? I've never saw that in my life. Like I said, I saw plenty of stuff get burned up, but anything around in that vicinity of that burning, it's gonna get scorched too from that heat.
Ain't no telling what they experimenting on or ain't no telling. It's a
Yeah,
lot.
it is. I just know they playing God, so they want to be able to do whatever God doing, and that's to me inhumane. So that's why I say these can't be humans, because like we was just saying, if we know that taking all the trees gonna stop people from breathing or give respiratory problems, it's like, well, no, we got to come up with something else, man. We got people with asthma and all of that. We don't want to take their breathing from them, but for you to continue to do what you're doing, that's inhumane. You can't be human doing this type of stuff, experimenting on kids and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That just you gotta have some type of soul or heart, you know, that's you're not gonna be able to continue to do that though. That's just how I see it. I know I couldn't. If I was working for a company and these people tell me that, you know, that's what they do, I wouldn't care how much money these people was paying. If I know y'all are torturing kids and taking their organs and selling them to, you know, people that need them, like I said, it's just something I couldn't be able to do it because of my heart, the way I feel about humanity. It's like, no, I'm good. I'm good on that. So that's why I say they can't be humans. Only thing makes sense to me. But, but you know, it is what it is. And that's why they make that type of stuff so expensive to even travel, to even see about this type of stuff. You know, if you did want to know, you know what I mean? Then they make it, they got the, you know, the restrictions that the air, what they call it, you know,
Quality.
the restrictions that they put over places that you can't fly. You know what I mean? They gonna shoot you down in a lot of places. You know, you can't even, you know, get in a plane and fly over there.
No fly zone.
Right, right. Like Antarctica got them. Um, um, what they call it over there in Switzerland, over there, what we talking about in CERN. You're not finna be flying no planes over the top of them places, taking no pictures or nothing. Folk gonna shoot you down. You know that's the type of stuff. Like I said, to let me know it's some funny business going on because you wouldn't be like that about it. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be that serious. Not you gonna shoot them down. You know, normally you gonna protect yourself. You know, if somebody coming and try to make an airstrike or something. You know, but you can't even fly over the top of her. Like, come on. But hey, it is
Mm-hmm.
what it is. Yeah,
Madam, what you over there doing?
you got a call.
Uh,
You ever heard about somebody going in the Grand Canyon?
um, uh-uh.
Me either. You make it a tourist attraction for people to look down there, but I've never heard about anybody going down there. You know, like I
And I
said,
want to be trying to go down there either.
I was just saying, I just wonder
There's
what's
other
down.
Niagara Falls. I'm not gonna be going leaning over trying to see how far the Niagara Falls is. I see that from a distance. Uh-uh.
I feel you. They know a lot of us not going to though.
Yeah, cause who the fuck gonna do that?
Yep.
I'm back,
Dare,
y'all.
daredevils.
Motherfuckers high full of something else, something ain't ordinary. Well, this was did y'all enjoy the show?
Yeah, very
Yeah,
informative.
Sweet babe, did it give you a little more understanding on what the shit was we was talking about?
yeah, I learned something, girl, and I was doing my research, and my nose has got up on that 60 Minutes video, and I wanted to see because it's very educational. But I go finish watching on my own, but I sure hate that.
Um I got the comment replay, live replay on. I'ma try to go ahead. I've never used that where you can
Can
fuck
you
with.
edit that out? Can
I
you
was just
edit it out and appeal it?
I was just gonna say I ain't never used the editing thing. Usually if I get a copyright They'll just let you trim that section out, but they do it for you. So I'm gonna see if it's a copyright, then I'll just try to trim it out. If not, then I mean I don't monetize my videos. I curse too much. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. Y'all at home over here, y'all can say what the fuck y'all want to say. So I don't monetize my videos. I've not signed up to have ads or none of that. My monetization comes from memberships, super chats, super stickers, and cash apps. So even if it give a little copyright, as long as it's not a strike, it's like playing music. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really tripping. I ain't really tripping. Um, because again, I don't monetize my videos. I think once you monetize your videos, you really can't talk about shit. And I'm not gonna want to come on here and talk to y'all if I got to always be politically correct. I already water my motherfucking personality down to come on this motherfucker because I am way, way worse. Okay, I talk way worse. I, outside of YouTube, so I already water myself down to come on this app. So I'm definitely not gonna um, fill the bottle up with K Roll for them to give me 10 cents for every 1,000 views. Like I'm not doing it. Uh, so again, my support, my financial support comes from super chats, super stickers, memberships, and cash apps. That's it. So I ain't tripping, sweet baby. It's all good. Thank you for submitting the motherfucking video. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we got something out of it before they cut us the fuck off. And then I dropped the link to it in the chat. So, motherfuckers will be able to go in there and get that. Um, Next time we come on here, I want y'all to go find them videos of them sounds, man, them crazy ass sounds. And I wonder if it's AI technology or not. You know what I'm saying? Like I like talking about the shit that everybody else don't like
They
talking about.
say it's the particles that's in the atmosphere that's moving around that's making the sound. It makes music. That's what they say, child. Dun it, dun it, dun it, dun it.
So silly. Adam, so what you saying is the last episode you had with best friend and bro on live was filtered. I called Cal. Um uh now that was me. That was me, slump. That wasn't no water in there, baby. That was straight drink. That was Tussanex straight out the bottle. Okay? That wasn't even promethazine. That was tuss. That was snot. That was snot. Every now and then, y'all can catch me on some snot. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all can get the snot of me. Every now and then I come on this bitch and give y'all C-Val. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes y'all get C-Val. I try my hardest to be madam on this bitch. Okay? Okay? Because it is CERN's World Wide Web. I think it's safe to now call the World Wide Web CERN's. We be talking about Beyonce Web and Cat Williams Web. This is CERN's worldwide motherfucking web. Okay? Okay. And that's what we know to be a fact now. That's the fuck we learned here today. If we ain't learned shit else, we learned that them motherfuckers invented the worldwide motherfucking web. Okay?
Mega! Mega!
Yeah, so
They straight up told us exactly what was going on. What you think would happen?
Huh?
What you think would happen if they really had been telling us everything that was going on, from at the gate, even in school, like if we really knew, what's up. Like if they ain't never been to the moon, they wasn't talking about none of that. They talking about stuff that they know about. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't no
Oh,
propaganda whatsoever. Just just the truth. Like if we were surrounded by spirits, for real, knowing, like you said, we can't see everything that go on out here. Our eyes only see so much. So let's just say it was spirits around us. So if they told us that, how do you think the world would proceed it?
I think everything ain't for motherfuckers to know, and I think it's simply because mankind, human nature is kind of fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like our emotions fuck us up. So some shit, some power we just should not fucking have. Now, I think that if they didn't work so hard to manipulate certain things, then I honestly don't think we would be as fucked up as we are if they would have left certain shit the fuck alone. I think it's the shit that they went to fucking with and manipulating that got us in the state that we in now. Everybody want to be a god. Everybody want fame, fortune, power. What happened to just living a good, healthy fucking life while you here on this earth and for the time that you here? Why is that not good enough? You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be young forever. Don't nobody want to get old. Don't nobody want to look old. So they drinking and video playing and whatever the fuck you call it. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to just be fucking human and enjoy your time while you here. Make an impact on this motherfucker while you're here. Why the fuck that ain't good enough for you? Why the fuck is you freezing your motherfucking corpse because you believe that technology will one day bring you the fuck back? You know what I'm saying? Like, god damn, you don't think you did enough while you was here? You ain't make sure you had children, that you passed down the lessons you learned while you was here so they can carry the torch for they motherfucking self and continue it and keep going like that? Why do you want to be here forever? Why do you want to keep like fuck? That life has cycles. That's how that shit works. It's a season for everything, even our funk ass. And when our season is up, it's up. You normally get your ass whooped the worst when you try to keep shit in your life longer than it's supposed to be there. Right?
Yep.
So motherfuckers that's trying to keep shit longer than the fuck they supposed to have it and fuck with shit they ain't supposed to fuck with, that's what fuck us up, man. Everything you ain't supposed to know, bro. Everything you ain't supposed to have authority and power over. Motherfuckers want too much authority and too much power.
I agree.
And the way that we actually could have good power, they hid that shit. They made sure that we didn't know how to tap into our good power. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, because the only power I can see man having is electricity, to me. And that's why they call it power. Because other than that, it's fake. You know what I'm saying? That like the power of the president, the power of dictators, the power of millionaires. That ain't real power though.
Right. And that nigga was high as a giraffe pussy when he came up with that. Mars looks hot like a desert, but it's actually cold here. I'm not qualified to work for NASA. They're more educated in science than me. Hey, to qualify yourself. You know, if that was something you wanted to do, qualify yourself. Qualify yourself. Well, y'all.
What was that movie with the black women? Man, they work for NASA. The black
Yeah,
women came colored. What was it? You remember?
I do remember. Let me look it up. The NASA movie with the black woman.
Yeah, yeah. It was good. It was good, but I just like what was that about? Because like I said, I had never even heard of black people even working for them folk. for them to come up with a movie with a whole
Hidden
group of
Figures.
black women.
Hidden Figures. That was the
Yeah,
name
that's
of it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
So let me ask you this: why do you think that they hide information for a certain amount of time and then release it all of a sudden like it's nothing? What happens when somebody feel like their work has been hidden, and then what happens generations later when people find out that certain powerful people have hidden, like it I'm gonna answer that was rhetorical. They like to play with human emotion and human energy because they understand energy. I don't know who the fuck exactly they are, okay? But the people who have a vast understanding of energy, they manipulate mankind through uh, television, through news media, through certain motherfucking agendas, so that they can produce certain energy. They have studied the frequencies of how much energy we put out and what frequencies we put out when we feel certain things. And then they use that. They
Right.
use that to do what the fuck they want to do.
And that's
All
what's
that
feeding. That's
design.
what's feeding whoever is running. Said they. That's what's feeding those people to me, our energy, because
Correct.
they would have to go away if we wasn't giving them our energy.
Correct. Correct. That's
Yeah.
why I always say, I debate people who say that mankind is God's greatest invention. I believe just the opposite. I believe we the worst shit God ever created. Everything else on earth would literally every living thing on earth would thrive without human beings. But human beings would be extinct without the rest of God's creation. You know what I'm saying?
We the and we the only ones turn on each other like that. You got birds and all of that. That these folk take care of each other. Until it's time to do something. Other than
Uh-uh.
that, these
Although
folk
I can't agree with that because Miss T got animals that she sits around every day, and they some YouTube parents. Them motherfuckers give birth and just leave they little young. You got spiders that as soon as they give birth, they eat each other and shit. Like it got other treacherous ass beings and animals, but at the end of
we
the
the
day,
we the we
we
the
are the
worst.
most damaging
Yeah,
to
we the
to,
worst.
to Earth. We are very narcissistic by nature.
Yeah. But to me, it's like it's because we was trained like this. I just can't see us being because like I was just speaking on how most of us how our heart is, and think about like a baby. Till a baby, see somebody cuss and argue and all of that, they not on that till they see it. You know what I'm saying? If that baby ain't around nothing but good stuff and the right type of treatment, that's what that baby gonna put out. Now he's gonna be capable of bad, but he ain't gonna want to do bad if he ain't saw it.
But not but then let me play devil's advocate or give an alternative perception. Um some motherfuckers be just born fucked up. Right? Some motherfuckers just be born fucked up. As soon
But
as
I
them
think
little
that
motherfuckers
come
get
from
teeth, they biting everything. And I mean they
that
can
come
have the
from
most loving
generational curses.
parents,
I think
huh?
that come from generational curses and stuff. I think.
I think it's more deeper than it. I think because everything, for every coin, there's a flip side, right? For
Yeah.
every single coin, there's a flip side. So, humanity and rebirth Everything born can't be born with a good soul. It go against the law of nature. Surely some motherfuckers was born with some fucked up souls. That's why you have child serial killers. You know, these little motherfuckers be coming from good homes. All of them don't come from fucked up homes. Some of them come from very good homes. Fuck around, kill all their parents and everything. Just be fucked up. You know. And but on the other hand, I agree with you too. That a lot of the shit be taught behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not taking away from what you're saying. I'm just in addition to.
Yeah, you right though. You right. 'Cause I done seen some pretty treacherous children.
Yeah, that come from good homes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see, the Colombian Exchange.
In search of new and valuable trade routes to India and China, a man commands a fleet of 3 ships west across the Atlantic Ocean. He and his crew battle harsh conditions and chart an unknown course across the ocean in hopes of bringing glory and power to Spain. His name? Christopher Columbus.
Oh
His
god, you talking about that black
Oh
dude?
Lord.
And he was a nigga. He was black than a bitch. They did. I look a little more into it to see what they talking about. But as soon as I heard Christopher Columbus at that moment, I was over it. What you want to eat? Yeah.
Ain't that
You
that's who
got
they said discovered America then.
yeah.
Yeah, he
The Colombian
discovered
exchange is
something
an
over here.
ecological thing. Okay, I'll look into it a little more. They did. I will. I will.
Yeah, that's just the part I hate about all that. You know, if a black person invented it, just say that. You know what I'm saying? That's the part I be hating about all of that garbage. You know,
How else can they keep up the racial divide if they do that though?
right? So that's why it's so hard to believe anything that they say. I be feeling like it's underlining meanings, just like what you were saying. They fear is the biggest thing that they use. You know what I'm saying? They want everybody fearful of something other than, the wrath of God to me.
Fear, anger, you know, sadness. Yeah, they fuck with it. Horse and pigs come from. You know what they did? I wish I could remember where I saw it or where the video was, but this was pre my YouTube days, content days. Um, and I did see where they were showing how they distribute certain groceries, certain food sources and shit. Like they take certain things, and the reason that the video it started off by saying, I want to say it was whited out. It started off by saying in America, the number one killer of quote air quotes here African Americans is diabetes. And they said, but it's crazy because on the continent of Africa, where there are more black skinned people than anywhere else, diabetes is not a problem. And so they were showing where certain companies that manufacture or produce certain foods, uh, that be fucked up, they they take them to certain communities, certain countries, certain neighborhoods to make sure that they make the motherfucking population sick. You know, I want to say that was whited out though. Yeah, that was a long time ago. So I think that had to be whited out. I think that had to be whited out. Y'all, it's going on 4 hours. It's 3.5 hours. I had just woke up at 12:30. I got to go. I got to let y'all go, man. I got to let y'all go. Again, shout out to all dubs for joining the fucking membership game. Okay. Salute to my nigga Miss T for the super chat, super sticker. Auto, you damn right. I had to star your comment. You know what I'm saying? If you watching the replay, if you're in here right now, welcome to Madams in the Quarters. If you like the content, you like the atmosphere, you feel like it's organic, you feel comfortable, you feel at home, you know what I'm talking about? Support the channel. Support the channel. You know what I'm talking about? I would like to extend thank yous to Day D, Sweet Babe, to those of you who hit the panel, Auto, Slump, D Shep. Thank y'all, Sweet Babe. Thank y'all for contributing to today's show and conversation. But a nigga like me got to be out like a thief in the night. Auto, you got any closing statements?
Appreciate the time, and God bless you. Good night.
I know that this killer be killed, eat it be ate, snake to be snake. I walk out alone, but I'm clutching my drink, cause I know they ain't right and I know that they fake. And I'm trying to tour, but I know that these niggas be snitching and pointing me out to the jakes. When I gun at a nigga on aim for his waist, I'ma make sure he hit and stand over his face. Now they tell they mad cause they don't got no case in his first 48 and they ain't got no lead. While me and Lil Bro, we back smoking on trees. When you break down the wood with that bitch down with lean. When I'm smoking your partner, I turn to a fiend. I ain't throwing the doobie, I'm facing the weed. When I'm smoking your partner, I turn to a fiend. I ain't throwing the doobie, I'm facing the blunt. No cap, let humble some rats. When it's time to go kill, while black on the hunt. We do shit our movies, but this ain't a stunt. Wrong move, turn this bitch to a scene. I high off the shrooms and I mix it with beans. Wide awake, seeing shit from my dreams. Moving slow cause I'm full of the lean. Catch the boy lacking, turn here to some green. I'ma tell you the truth, I'm high as a bitch. I'ma lie to the judge cause I'm never asleep. I'm rapping and trapping till I'm old and rich. I'ma buy me some land and duck off with my bitch. Tryna sort out my price and get found in the ditch. With a face full of maggots and half full of mud. I don't care what you rapping, don't call me your blood. Put in work for the set, they gon' die by the cuz. Tryna get up your name, you gon' die by some buzz. I was just in the trenches, I know where I was. All it take is one Drake, man, them bitches went walk. I was down on my dick, I just still in our car. I pop a few bosses and send me to mall. When I woke up in jail, I had to take a little pause. You a change on your gang, I'll die for the cause. No cap, I'ma die for the cause.
They get back a motherfucker.